Yeah, Lucky Grumpus. He did a little road trip last week
Yeah.
and went and hung out with chilling and grilling with Coleman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I tell you, I watched today. I watched 805.
Oh yeah, George.
George,
George is a great guy.
and he did a brisket. I tell you, on his Conca
Mm-hmm.
Kanka.
That guy knows how to cook.
I get a delay here.
Uh-oh.
Hold on a minute. All right, it's gone.
That guy George knows how to cook.
Yes, he does. And but
Crazy.
he did a brisket on this thing, and it reminded me of old school. Back
Okay.
back in the day, we used to get a whole what do you call it? Like a rump roast type of thing, a big thing, and we put it on. A friend of mine had a spit.
Oh,
You had to,
cool.
you had to do it by hand. We didn't have the electricity. But what we did was we called it cook and eat.
Okay.
Cook it a little bit, slice it, and keep eating. Just
kind of like they do at the Brazilian places where they.
But this was standing around the fire,
Sounds fun, actually. That's what you have kids for, though. Crank that.
Yeah.
Come on, Jimmy. How do you crank that?
Yeah. So that was a great video. That brought me back and around the fire.
That's fun, actually. That's what you have kids for, though. Crank that. Yeah. Oh, there's trouble.
Uh-oh. Yeah. So that was a great video. That brought me back and around the fire.
All right, we got kind of a delay here going on.
Yeah, Mike, you got to shut off.
There's trouble.
Uh-oh. Yeah. So that was a great video. Mike might have to shut off YouTube.
All right, we got or mute it.
How's that better? Is that better?
Much better. Much better. Mike, how are you?
If life was any better, the government be taxing me for it.
Yeah, there you go.
They already are.
They probably are.
Yeah, that'd get you coming and going.
At the very minimum, I'd have to hire somebody to help me enjoy it.
Yeah. Mike, how you doing? All right?
Yeah. How about you, Tom?
I can't complain. I'm, getting through that little surgery I had.
Did they have to redo it?
I got to go see the doctor in a week.
Oh wow!
And go back in and see it. I mean, it's still I can't go up to the pool. I can't do anything with it right now. But I'm sleeping better and actually pretty good.
So, right on.
That's good.
Yeah. How's things with you there, kiddo?
Well, I've been living the life of a bachelor for the last week. My wife's mother fell and cut her hand up and her eye up, and it was a mess. And she's been staying with her mother, and my wife has Alzheimer's, and she gets with some issues. It's the early stages of it, but she says, "I'm not leaving Mom. I gotta be here. She needs me."
Yeah, that's cool. That is way cool.
I've been taking them food. I've been making food for them and taking it and things like that.
Oh, so she's local?
Yeah, she lives in Decatur, Georgia, and we live out in Stone Mountain, which is about 10 miles.
Okay. That's not too bad, especially if something happened to your wife. You could be there.
Right. Yeah. I just get on the Stone Mountain Freeway, and I'm there and nothing flat.
I've been to Georgia once. That was 2017, and I was impressed by the size of Atlanta. Holy moly!
Yeah, what's it? One like the northbound side is like what, 8 lanes?
Yeah.
We went from there. We went from there to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So we went straight up from the airport up the highway and
went up 441.
Whatever that freeway is.
Yeah. You went up 85 to 985 to 441 into Cherokee and then Gatlinburg and
Gatlinburg. I do remember that.
Yep.
Gavin's Good Eats and Barbecue. We're just chilling like a couple of villains. Talking food and life. What we do. Hey, one thing, we cannot talk Johnny Depp this week.
I can't even spell his name.
I know it's got two P's.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, that went a little sideways, didn't it, Mike?
That was I talked to my uncle afterwards, and he goes, "I thought you were kind of a barbecue show, but when I got on there, so unless you guys are talking about Johnny Depp taking a dump in somebody's bed."
I watched it again afterwards, and Marie watched it with me, and she says, "What in the hell are you talking about?"
It's called life.
That makes The Godfather look lame.
It does. That it does.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I went to the store the other day just to look around a little bit, and I tell you what, prices are not coming down.
No, and the shelves are not stocked.
You can't find anything that, I mean, I haven't seen. I normally buy the New York strip and stuff like that, cut it up myself.
Mhm.
Most of the meats I butcher up myself. Even chuck steak went up. The price of chuck steak went up. I mean, just crazy.
I found a chuck steak that was 50% off of the 50% off.
Wow. Yeah. That's
So
right.
I bought it. I put it in the freezer. I'm like, this is mine.
Wow.
Normally it was $20, and I picked it up for $5. And I mean, it was starting to change color a little bit, but that's all right. Just aged a little bit.
I wait after Wednesday. This one place I go to after Wednesday is the sale day, and then I wait Thursday or Friday. And usually everything's marked in half. So this place has full cuts, and even the chucks I get. The one was half price was $80. And I said, not
Roger the pirate here. Arg, matey. How we be? We're gonna go plunder some booty. That's always when he comments. I always start out with "Arg, matey." Nice guy. Does beer reviews. Him and his brother do beer reviews.
Yeah, I seen him one the other day. I was looking at it.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Hey, Mike, how come you didn't cook that turtle?
He was too small. I've had turtle. I've cooked turtle.
I've heard it's pretty good.
You don't know it. You don't grow up in redneck Georgia and not know how to do turtle.
Make a turtle. I was in New Orleans one time, and I was at the captain's table. I went in, I sat down and ordered snapper soup. And the waiter looked at me and shook his head. He just paired like this. I said, let me have the cup of snapper soup. He went like this. I said, what are you doing? No, I want the snapper. All right, you want the cup? Yep. I got the soup, got it out. I didn't get halfway through that joker, and I was hightailing it home, back to the hotel. I should have listened to him when he went like this.
That's why Grumpus. This is what I want to try turtle soup one of these days. I've heard it's. I was watching a thing on Jimmy Buffett where he's from like Mississippi or something like that, and he was talking about turtle soup.
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's really
good. It's wonderful.
Once you get past the idea that it's a turtle. Half the stuff now that people eat, they don't even. When you say, well, I'm going to have a rabbit, what?
Yeah.
They don't know.
I've eaten. Let's see. I've eaten turtle. I've eaten rattlesnake. I've eaten raccoon, possum, alligator, deer, bear, wild hog. And hunted most of those. And
yeah, I wasn't too big of a fan of bear meat. I don't.
You got to cook it like you do pork. You got to get it done. Don't leave it partly not. Don't go for medium rare with it.
Yeah. But
make sure you get a good medium at a minimum.
The only thing I've ever hunted was duck, deer, and rattlesnakes.
Well,
but I never ate the rattlesnakes I killed. I just left them there.
Man, I've eaten them. I killed a copperhead in my garage earlier this week.
Ugh.
Well, up there where you're at, you don't have snakes, do you?
Yeah, we have rattlesnakes.
You do? I thought maybe up there it was too far north to have snakes.
No, we have rattlesnakes, bull snakes, garden snakes. The big ones, of course, are going to be the bull snakes, which are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. And rattlesnakes. And rattlesnakes, you'll find in the desert, and then we have timber rattlers, which are huge, big old
And we
snakes, and they make a mess when you shoot them with your 12 gauge.
well, we've got we got a coral snake, copperhead, eastern diamondback, and water moccasin. That's our main poisonous snakes around here. And I call the copperhead the
Thank you,
evil
Josh. Appreciate
genius
it,
of
brother.
all of them. The copperhead is the evil genius of all of them because he's quiet. He's sneaky and he'll attack you.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they're mean as snot.
You guys got the worms that have a snake head too, though, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Ugh. Saw that on a video, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Snake worms.
Yeah, they have them out here too. They call them attorneys.
I got to tell you, while I was out there in Las Vegas and Nevada and Arizona, am I saying it right? Nevada, or is it
Nevada? I don't know. I get yelled
The
at all the time.
tomato.
So when I was there, man, they were
Good for boots. Yeah.
while it was hot, you could feel the heat. I did not drop not one single drop of sweat, not a single one, and my allergies were nowhere to be found. As soon as I got off the plane here, I was sweating, and the allergies were like, I'm like, oh, there you are.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah. It was
That's
100 today, but I mean, I walked up to get mail and took a walk around the complex and stuff. Fine, I didn't sweat, nothing. Florida, come out of the shower, soaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the heat's different here in the West. We have the dry heat.
Yeah.
We're back east. It's the muggy heat.
We were in
Florida,
the 80s here. We were in the 80s here, and I was sweating myself good today.
Yeah, no, it's been nice. Its weather's been nice.
Frog legs is another one I want to try. I've had gator,
legs.
but I heard frog legs are really good.
They're good. I mean, I've cooked them hundreds of times.
Not a lot of meat on them, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, about like a crawdad. I mean, crawdad,
Okay.
they're great, but there's not a lot of meat on one.
Yeah. Well, for crawdad, for me, when I eat them, I'm looking for the spices. I don't really care about it. The meat's like there's nothing there, but you got corn and potatoes and whatever else somebody throws in there with it, and it's all about the spice for me.
Right, and you got to eat 50 to make a meal, but I love it.
Yeah, I love the corn. I eat that corn all day and just reach in there and grab a red potato, just start eating it.
Just sit and pick. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Josh is camping. 40s sound good. 40s sound really good.
Wow.
There's George. Speaking of George.
Yeah, we were just talking about
Hello,
you
brother.
there.
There he is.
I
How did I make a chat show up?
What's that, Mike?
Oh, there we go.
8:05. Great cook today.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Oh, here's Grumpus. Had frog legs last fried, of course. Okay. Was that at Coleman's, Grumpus? No, Grumpus went to Coleman's party. Are you guys subscribed to Chilling and Growing with Coleman?
I don't think.
No, I don't know it.
He's got a great channel, Chilling and Growing with Coleman. And he threw a party, Memorial Day party, and he got engaged at the same time. So, and Grumpus was there, and so was somebody else. Oh, Mike from Brisket Medic was there.
Well, I'm hoping I can get my grill fixed. It's messed up. I'm fixing to be retired, and that's one of my first projects when I retire, which is retirement, or as I call it, unemployment. Starts the 9th. My last day of work is the 8th.
Okay.
But I don't go back to work again until that last day. So
Really? Wow.
using up leave.
That's cool. That's what I want to do. My time comes and they say, hey, Mike, which would be a good thing. you're out of here in 3 months. I'd be like, okay. Let's see. I have 6 weeks of vacation built up. So, let's take 3 months. I guess I'm out of here in about 6 weeks. See ya.
There you go. I was going to the doctor with Paige, my wife. That's consumed a lot of my sick leave and all. And now I'm down to where I just have really annual leave left, and they're going to pay me for that. And I
Gotcha.
like that. That'll be a pretty good hefty check coming in from them.
Yeah, I've been with the company for 37 years. Yeah, the 25th of this month, and I would get a week's worth of pay for up to 26 weeks.
Oh wow!
When they let me go, and I went, anytime, guys. Plus, I got 6 weeks of vacation in the bank. Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I always work for myself, so my 401k sucked.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I have one retirement I draw now, and that's from the state of Georgia. I work with the state. I was with the state version of the ATF.
Okay.
And
the GATF.
Yeah. Well,
The
we didn't call it that, but it was the state version of it. The same difference.
I was giving him crap, Mike. I was giving him crap.
I know, but yep. But I retired from them in 2011, and then went to work with the city of Atlanta. So now I'm hanging it up from there.
Yeah, my brother-in-law joined the military when he was 20, retired at 43 as an E8, and went to work for the VA right after.
Oh wow!
So here you go. I'm kind of with Josh here. I had a church Christmas party, mom and pop restaurant, all you can eat. They had frog legs. Some of the ladies were eating them. They thought it was chicken.
Just tell them it's a drumstick.
Exactly.
Well, when you cook the frog legs, now you got to keep the lid on the pan. Otherwise, they're going to jump out.
They jump? They really do? I've heard that they do, but I always thought that was BS, but they jump, huh? Oh, God. I fell for that one, didn't I? Exactly.
Hey, George, 805. I was telling Mike before of that. Years back, many moons ago, I used to get a bottom round, and we had a spit. We put it on, but it wasn't electric. You had to crank it, and we'd cook that bad boy, salt, pepper. That was it. Just salt and pepper, and we cooked that bad boy up. And as it was cooked, we'd slice it and eat it that way until that thing was down to where we could finally it was fully cooked. That's what yours cooked remind me of today. That was really nice, really good.
Well, it made me think of my grandparents, right? And it was salt, pepper. Everything was salt and pepper.
That was it.
They didn't put paprika and spices in it, and there was always salt and pepper.
I said his cook today was like before any kind of rubs and any kind of sauces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've kind of been trying to get back to that too. When it's just me cooking, is just getting back to the basics.
Yeah,
there's just something about it. Josh, they had chicken on the buffet too, but they missed that spot. Look at these little chicken legs. Oh, they're so cute.
Oh, unreal.
Came off a banny chicken.
Exactly. They usually call these hot wings, dear.
Now the best frog legs you can get is when you go frog gigging and catch them yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh man, I've done that. My brother and I, we would do it growing up.
Music has arrived in the house. We got music now. Trumpet Master's here.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff.
He does. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, I agree.
Music has arrived. Love me a good trumpet, especially in New Orleans style.
Yep. Nothing like it. I tell you, I've been having a lot of trouble with getting my signal, with my computer and everything else like that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if anybody else is having any kind of problems, but I'm having a lot of trouble with Microsoft. Damn.
It's got to be Vegas.
It's got to be, eh?
Yeah.
That's why I have Apple.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah,
I work on Microsoft all day. I just reboot the damn thing. It fixes 9 times.
Yep. When in
do it 2
doubt,
or 3
reboot.
times.
When in doubt, reboot.
Yep. Lance is here.
And then there's always what I call impact maintenance.
Yeah, with a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I always tell. I talk to a lot of people at the store, and they go, "All right, what do you need me to do?" I go, "You got a hammer?"
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like, I don't know. Let me go ask my store manager. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I get kind of like me a little bit ago with the frog legs. Yeah.
Yep. Impact maintenance.
Well, there you go. Grandpa says might need a secondary access point in the house, or just a Cat 5 cable. Run a Cat 5 cable
I don't
to
know.
your router.
Yeah,
comes in from the cable company. That's all I've got.
and I keep getting, because I have Windows 10, I guess, right? And and they keep sending me something for 11.
Yeah, the laptop I'm on right now
Mhm.
came with 10, and I upgraded. I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. That's fine.
So when I talk to people from Microsoft, which you can't talk to no more, they don't respond no more. You can't get a hold of nobody. But the girl I talked to, she says, "Hello, my name is Evelyn." I said, "No, it's not.
No, it's not exactly.
Your name's not Evelyn." I said, "I keep getting this thing about upgrading to Windows 11." She said, "Don't do it."
Really?
Yeah, don't do it. Okay.
Well, I got a phone call today from it was a 208 number. It said Wilder, Idaho, which is about 20 miles from here to the west. And I thought, okay, because I'm involved in an insurance thing, and I thought, well, maybe that's the insurance company. I answered, and well, it's Mike. Hello, this is Devin from Medicare, and have you heard of the new upgrades that they've done to Medicare? I go, what? New upgrades they've done to Medicare? I go, no, I'm in the United States, not India, dude. Click.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I tell them, I say, look, I can't get them to answer the phone when I'm trying to ask them a question at Medicare, and you're gonna call saying you're from Medicare.
exactly. Yeah. Oh, it was a scam, of course.
Oh, when I get one of those scam calls, I deem it as my civic duty to keep them on the line as long as possible and irritate them to the point of total exhaustion, and to the point where I have literally had them cuss me out.
Yeah, that's great. My daughter did the right thing one time. She put the 3-year-old on the phone with some bill collector or whatever it was.
I did that with my. Yeah, I did that too. Hey, it's Grandpa. Hi, Grandpa.
I tell they'll call up saying, we're calling about your car's warranty. I said,
Yeah.
really? They said, yeah. You own a car, don't you? I said, yeah, but I can't drive it. Well, that's because your warranty is out. And I said, no, it's because I'm legally blind. And then there's a guy named Jimmy Beecham that lives over in Cobb County who had my cell phone number before I did, and they call asking for him, wanting to buy his house. I have sent I don't know how many people to that house, telling him, and I'll say, hey, y'all come on out and take a look, and y'all make me an offer. And I know he's sitting there when they get there, dude, I ain't talked to nobody.
I had one call me about upgrading a credit card, and hello, would you like to? I'd like to upgrade your credit card. I said, hold on a minute. I said, while I got you on the phone, I said, I do cooking videos on YouTube. How do you like your steak?
Oh,
Click. Click. That was the end of that one.
Yeah, sent 1,000. Boy, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Wow. It's good to see you. This what they're saying reminds me of, we had a DJ here that got one of those calls from the IRS with some dude in India, and so they you can settle up your $6,000, and he recorded it, and then they played it back later, and he goes, well, yeah, but I can't really report on my money, and they call it, what is the problem? He goes, I'm a drug dealer, and I don't want the federal government getting a hold of my drug money. Oh, we can help you with that, sir. Really? And I won't go to jail. I mean, it's just on and on. It's like just messing with them.
Unbelievable. Now you get on my phone, it comes up scam. Okay.
Yeah.
It was my daughter.
No.
That's okay. She probably wants money.
Good night, Josh and Autumn. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it, my friends. Have a good night.
I'll get texts, and I'll send them back a text, and it's all in Chinese characters. And my wife said, "What are you telling them?" I said, "I'm telling them they reached a Chinese whorehouse."
Oh, God. There you go, Grumpus.
You know, I don't use my phone. I mean, anymore for phone calls. It's all texting. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a thing the other day for the same uncle that was on here last week, and it was kind of a strange message on Facebook. And I thought, what the hell? And they're like, we noticed that it was like, can you spell a word that's not loop or something else that has double O's? And I said, and I thought it was legit. So it's Tim, poop. So they reply back, you've answered, a correct thing, right? And how would you like your money? And I'm like, well, do you pay in rubles? And they're like, yeah, we can pay you out in rubles. That's not a problem. What's your account number? And I go, starts with a letter. Is that okay? Oh yeah, that's fine. Not a problem. So I go, okay, here it is. And I just went, the little finger, right? And I get what the, and then my uncle's texting me going, this is real stuff, man. I'm like, BS, dude.
Unbelievable.
On Instagram, I'll get these things saying, can you guess the letter, what inside the circle, what number is inside the circle? I said, no, I can't. Well, why can't you? I said, because I'm colorblind. I can't read it. I can't see it.
I struggle with those too.
And they said, well, just give it a guess. I said, no. And they'll say, oh, please, come on, give a guess. And I'll guess. And they'll say, you're right. And it was not right. And they said, how would you like your money? Because give me your Cash App. And I said, I don't have Cash App. Well, give me your bank account. I said, I don't have a bank account. Well, how do you do business? I said, cash, baby, cash. And they said, what? I said, yeah, I take small unmarked bills only.
Serial numbers cannot be in succession either.
Exactly. Or the same.
I went to the store last week, and I gave the cashier $100 bill. So
I sent one 1,000.
They take it and they looking up like that. I said, it's good. I just got done making it.
Oh yeah, they're serious about that crap.
Oh,
it's funny as hell.
Yeah, you thought I cursed her out. You can't talk like that. So relax. It's a joke. We're out here in Vegas. Funny.
Yeah, I can. It's called the First Amendment. Hello.
Jesus, crying out loud.
Yeah, I would have said middle finger also, like sent one 1,000. I'd have said middle finger. It looks like somebody flipping me off.
I was in Kroger, I don't know, 6 months ago, something like that, and somebody paid for it with one of the bills was a $2 bill.
Oh yeah, Jefferson's.
And the young cashier said, "What is this? You can't pay with play money." And he goes, "That's legit." and the kid saying, "There's no such thing as a $2 bill." And I looked at her and I said, "Yeah, there is." I said, "Does it have Jefferson's picture on it?" She looked at it. Yeah. I said, "It's legit."
It's legit.
I said, "And if he's going to counterfeit, you think he's going to do a $2 bill?"
Exactly. Yeah.
She said, "Well, I've got to get my manager's approval." I said, "Call him over here."
Yeah.
The manager came over and he was young and he said, well, "I don't know about this." I said, "Google it. There's a $2 bill. I promise you." And the guy's laughing that tried to spend it. He's laughing and said, they said, "Can you pay with something else?" He said, "No, that's what I'm paying with."
That's insane.
You could have pulled out your Nixon $3 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him your Nixon 3.
Yep.
That's legit.
Yeah, it is.
I
Yep.
saw that in a place called McCall, Idaho. It had this thing in the window that Nixon, as phony as a $3 bill.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that was 50 years ago.
Yeah, they revived it with Clinton.
Yeah. Yeah, then all along. I think every president gets some kind of grief on that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or the Clinton $4 bill. Yep. Oh, the good old days. When you could actually make fun of somebody and not have to worry about 10 people coming down your throat.
That's true.
Yeah.
Getting canceled.
Yeah. Cancel culture. Good old cancel culture.
Yeah. I've got people I know that have been friends all their lives. Went to school together, grew up, played everything, friends all their lives. And the 2020 election and 2016 election, they were defriending each other left and right.
That's too bad. Life's, we used to be able to say, hey, I respectfully disagree with you.
Right.
And it was cool, right? All right. Who wants to live in a world where we all agree?
That don't make much of a horse race.
Exactly.
No.
Talk about your next brisket. All three of us are going to make a brisket, but it has to be the same, huh?
Right.
Really? Boy, that sounds like crap.
That's
And
why.
if you don't make it like I like it, screw you. I hate you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why this right here is good for everybody, because we don't talk about that crap.
No.
Because
I don't, the way I see it, you got your ways, your opinions, I got mine, and so be it.
That's it.
Respect everybody's opinion. I don't respect the person who tries to shove it down my throat, their opinion down my throat. I don't respect that person. I mean, I still do, but it's just like, I take it with a grain of salt, right?
Yeah.
Because I do have friends like that. And
I do too.
And it's just like, yeah, well, okay, yeah, right. Sure.
I got relatives like that.
I'm just going to say, I have family members that, don't even look at you.
Yep. Yeah, but it's too bad.
Yeah, I
remember that. Yeah.
They'll say, "Well, what party are you?" And I said, "I don't have a party."
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, me either. Nope. No.
And they said, "Well, who do you vote for?" I said, "The person I think best for the job."
Yep. Bill, no fat. You cannot have fat on your brisket. That is the rules. Jeez, get it straight, Grumpus. God. Man, somebody revoke that guy's privilege to be on this chat.
Oh yeah, and I'll say my personal opinion. I want to fire them all up there and redo it.
Ain't not one of them.
Or who'd you vote for?
One of them helping me. They're not helping me one iota. So
yeah. My favorite is who'd you vote for? None of your business.
Exactly.
None ya.
Yeah, none ya.
I told I shouldn't say this because it might start an uproar, but I told the guy a year or two ago, I said, you know what? You got to go vote and make sure you vote often.
Yep.
And, no, you haven't seen it. Anyway.
It's the Chicago way.
Let me ask you a question.
You don't vote, you're going to anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something that's probably going to piss somebody off in my house right now. Listen to this.
You read?
I'm going to get El Kabong with that guitar.
She's going to sling that cymbal at you in the background.
Yeah, or that guitar's going to go over your head.
Oh!
We need instant replay. Come on.
Oh, I hope this comes up with the ability to clip.
Oh, you can.
See, I thought I told her 3 bells means I need another drink. I don't know.
Hi, Grumpus. Dang, I got to get me one of them. I'm with you there, man.
What a head slap!
You're lucky you didn't wear that, dude.
Grumpus, you want a head slap? Oh.
You got to laugh. You got to have fun because you know what? My next door neighbor, bitch, complain about everything. And guess what? They're burying her ass today.
Oh, that's too
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
bad. That's
I
just
mean,
way
just-
too bad. But I
Yeah.
get it.
Well, Grumpus, in absence of a bell, there's always the.
Oh, yeah. No. I would have worn that guitar if I could.
Ah, Lewis, what do I think about Mormons knocking on my door? Yeah, they can knock, but doesn't mean I'm going to answer.
I know a guy who met him at the door one day, and he had been working on butchering some a deer, and he had on an apron and he had blood on it, and he's holding the butcher knife, and he says, "Can I help you?" I said, "No, we're
Come
good."
on in, boys.
He said, "Y'all come on in. Y'all ain't afraid of goats, is you?" You know?
I welcomed one guy in one time, and he come in, looked all around. I says, "Well, what do you want to tell me?" He says, "I don't know. I never got this far before."
Oh yeah.
My grandpa's brand on his cattle was JHW, right? And he was selling his cattle, and the brand inspector was looking at it, and he goes, "JHW, are you Jehovah Witness?" I'll never forget that. It's like grandpa's like, "What?" It says JHW. He goes, "Yeah, Joseph Henry Wolford." Oh, okay. Who in the hell would put Jehovah Witness on a brand on a cow, anyways? Jeez.
Uh-oh. Somebody wants out.
Oh, Zoe, barking to hear her head rattle.
But you're liable to hear mine at any moment if anybody dares to drive by the house. But it's dark 30 here.
Usually I can tell her to heel and she'll come over here, but she's barking at something.
Y'all still got daylight there. We dark 30 here.
Yeah, there you are. Hi, how's your head? Anything in there? God, dog. She's looking at me like, "Hey, I chased him away."
Oh, that
Right.
talking about anything in there. That reminds me of Dizzy Dean. He got beamed with a ball, and when he was pitching for the Cardinals, and they took him to the hospital and they X-rayed it, and the next day the headline read, "X-rays of Dean's head reveal nothing."
Funny.
Grumpus is right. That's exactly who was at the door. That's why she was barking. Good girl.
You can't say Mormon 3 times.
Exactly.
But
I don't want to.
But now they deliver Grubhub.
Yeah.
I have never ordered Grubhub or Uber Eats. I've done Postmates
I haven't done that one.
and I've done DoorDash.
Yeah, my son was doing DoorDash for a while. Make ends meet. It wasn't bad.
You know what I was disappointed to find out when we were in Las Vegas? I was going to try and walk to the In-N-Out because I had In-N-Out one time when my son lived in California, and it was so good. It was incredible. And so I started looking, and I'm like, geez, I got to cross over a freeway. And no, not doing that. And so I said, well, I'll just see if I can get it delivered. And I'm looking, trying to find somebody that'll deliver it. And then I find it says, In-N-Out Burgers will not deliver and do not allow anybody to deliver their product.
Yeah.
They even sued Uber Eats or something, or
Oh, wow.
Grubhub or somebody over it.
There was a thing back where people they had some kind of problem where somebody did something to a burger
Oh, gotcha.
on a delivery, and they just they're not doing it no more.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, even at was it Hardee's, Big Boy, or whatever the hell it's Hardee's.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. out here is what they call it.
Yeah, it's Hardee's here.
They went keto.
Did they really?
Yeah, the Hardee's
yeah.
did too.
Yeah, you can get a double bacon cheeseburger in lettuce.
Yep.
Okay.
You can get any burger they sell and just order it low carb. And it'll come in a lettuce wrap.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
and they wrap it good too. It doesn't fall apart on you like it's just not a leaf of lettuce on top, leaf of lettuce on bottom. They wrap it. And I'll tell you, somebody else who does a good job with it is if you get the unwich from Jimmy John's.
Okay.
They any sandwich they got, you can get it as an unwich, and it is so good.
Right on.
And they got it. They'll lay down 4 or 5 lettuce leaves, and they'll literally roll it up in the lettuce leaves.
That's cool.
I got to tell you, the truffles come out good. I mean, did the different kinds of them? They come out really good.
Hey, George, it's 1,800. And like I said at the very beginning of the show, it was exactly 1,800 last Friday as well. I didn't gain a single sub this week.
Yeah.
I think my last count was 381.
I remember being there. I mean,
I'm in the minor leagues, and I'm in little league.
No, you just keep working it, man.
Yeah,
just keep working it.
I got to tell you, I haven't done a short, and everything stayed stable.
I thought you did a short, got like
a
week or two ago. I did.
Oh,
and I couldn't draw flies. I just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, last short I got 30 views.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off on it. And but you know what? My wife made a good point. She says, you know what? Everybody's out of school now. They're doing a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
Not that many people are watching.
Yeah, it's just like tonight.
Yeah.
You know, the views. We have 12 on here, and that's the max. I mean, like last week at one point we had like 21. So
yeah.
Well,
wow.
You know, the shorts I have one that got over 6,000 views, and I've had them where they get 20 views. You know, so it's hit or miss with it. And what I have learned, you know, when you try to do the short, it defaults to 15 seconds. YouTube is telling you 15 seconds is the golden zone. If you want your short to take off, don't make it more than that. You got the option of doing it, but we're telling you it may not take off. You got your best chance of it taking off at 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Or less.
Hi, Marcel.
What does that tell you about the audience?
Right.
Oh, we have the attention span of a goldfish.
That's true.
It's about 8 to 10 seconds. Yeah, then, I agree with you, Grumpus. I don't want to see you in your shorts either.
And then what I'm finding out, I've been doing a lot of research on it. And what I'm finding out is that if you add sound to it, if you're not doing the talking on there yourself and you add some kind of sound to it, music, whatever, that you want to go with something that has been used in 500 or less videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know.
So, and I got a book here that I bought from Amazon, YouTube Secrets. I'm looking at it over here now. And I'm determined I'm going to try it. If I fail at this, it won't be from lack of trying.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Let's keep trying. Keep on pushing.
Because I'm enjoying doing it. It's fun.
Oh yeah. I do a video usually Sunday. Lately I've been doing lately it's been Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I try to do 4 a week. But the one that I look forward to every week is this one.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to do 4 a week, and I have gotten off of that so much here lately because of with going to doctors and all with Paige. It's been next to impossible to keep up with it for me. The doctor's appointments are kind of lessening off now, but then we had this deal with her mama, and so that kind of did it. And I'm dealing with everything here at the house, and was working too, and it got to be a challenge.
Yeah, I'm probably going to back off to 3 Sunday, Tuesday, before. So still, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I've been doing.
You got to risk burnout too.
Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Yeah, you don't. The thing is, you can pump out videos 7 days a week, but eventually you're going to burn out.
Yep.
I've got 3 more chip videos, making chips. Well, one is a. I'm going to take the three most popular chips that are out there on the market: the high-low chips, the Quest chips, and the Atkins chips. And I'm going to review the three of them. They're all three the same flavor, and I'm going to, just tell you what I think and how good they stand up to stuff and so forth like that. I'm gonna do that one, and then I'm gonna do two where I make the chips myself, and both of them are one ingredient chips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I just did that pepperoni chips, and that was one ingredient.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess one ingredient. Olive oil really doesn't count as an ingredient, does it?
Sure. Especially if it comes out of olive.
Speaking of
it
olive
does.
oil.
It will come out of olive.
Yeah.
Speaking of olive oil.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
I see.
I'm using my camera over there. Oh, I got this package the other day from Mr. Thomas Garvey.
Uh-oh.
Who was that? Does that ring a bell?
I've heard of You get conditioned responses from a bell ringing, don't you?
You're going to come in with a right hook. Bam!
Bell rings somewhere, and Tom hears it, and it's like, ooh!
It's got a note in it, too. Boy. And the newspaper. It's got the newspaper. Oh, what's on that?
What was the headline that day?
I don't know, but looks like a Smith's.
It's an Albertsons, too, there. I figured.
Okay. All right. Well, that looks good. This is very private.
Isn't that part of the Kroger family?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is.
Oh, I dig this because I could use one of these. I always have those crappy bottles like this, but hold on here. We got stuff going on here. I'm liking this.
There should be a spout with that too.
A what?
A spout.
Yeah, there's a little spout right here.
Okay.
There's an old radial engine plane flying over. That.
He's trying to find out where the smoke's coming from.
Exactly. Here tonight. Well, what do we have? Jeez. Whoever this Thomas Garvey guy is, man, he sure knows how to rap.
Grumpus wants to know is it ticking.
I don't know. I have headphones on. I don't know. It's like a bottle of wine to me. Oh,
it was good too.
Even better. Yay. Check it out. It's olive oil.
I love that. I love that bottle. I love having that in my kitchen. Welcome to the club, Mike.
Yeah, there's only certain people that have them.
I like it. See? I'm set.
Yes,
there
sir.
You go.
I love it. You're going to be seeing that on a video coming up here real soon.
Now, how did you get the label off of that wine bottle is what I want to know.
My Marie took care of that. She soaks them. And in fact, she told me the other day, she says, I'm getting low on dark bottles. So I got to up my drinking.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, can I commission her to make one with an avocado on it?
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah.
I'll pay for it.
Send me a reminder, a text, and
I'll pay for it. Tell her she'll get her first paycheck for her art. Well,
I like it. Thank you again.
Matter of fact, that might have been from the avocado oil.
Okay, well, it's got olive oil in it now.
Yeah.
Because it's olive.
Yeah.
There's just something back here, too. Keto cooking. Tom and Marie. All right on. Yep. What's this 750 milliliter? If you drink this all at once, you're a drunk. Oh, sorry.
And you ring
sorry,
the bell.
Tom.
And you ring the bell.
Yeah. Ring the bell. Your wife whacks you on the back of the head. Something about that.
She said, maybe I should get bigger bottles and drink. I said, what the hell? My liver, come on.
Oh, Popeye for hot sauce.
Right where it is.
Popeye for hot sauce. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Is it ticking? That is funny. Dude,
Yeah.
Man, that is
that is
funny.
funny stuff. Yeah, I got this nice note here. His Kitchen and Grill.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, here's olive oil. Oh, I didn't know it was OYLE. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right
Oil.
on. Oil. Shelley Duvall.
Yep.
Hey, Alice.
Yep. That
I was.
skinny lady had two men fighting over her.
Yep. Sure did.
Brutus
She,
and Popeye.
I mean, she was. Yep, she was so skinny she needed to carry something around in her back pocket to keep from blowing away.
Good night, George. Take care, brother.
Take care, George.
Yeah,
night,
this
George.
is gonna be probably only till 9 for me tonight because I got to work in the morning. I got to work at 6. Good times. Nah,
Hey,
somebody's
you-
got to do it. Somebody's got to pay for your Social Security.
Yeah, damn it.
Yep. Hey, mine start coming in July.
I like it.
And
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. When you try to call Social Security, either when I started Medicare, when I got that started, or for this, you are not going to get to talk to a person.
No.
It ain't happening.
Wow.
Nope.
Nope.
And you are left to figure it out for yourself.
So I'll
It's
be
a shame.
50. I'll be 55
I
in
must
July.
have done something right
Nice,
because
good 10. Right on.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mike,
I got
how's,
10 to go.
I must have done something right.
Yeah.
hey, dude, how's Jean doing?
She's doing all right. You
Good.
know, we go back in. The abscesses are clearing up. We do go back in on Tuesday to have her port looked at, and they may plug it up. We're not sure, but I love the fact that she's getting around. She's moving. She's looking better, sounding better. So yeah,
That's great.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sorry I didn't ask about that sooner.
Oh, that's all good.
Sorry,
It's all
Lou.
good, dude. All good. You got
My
enough
mother
on
had
your
a
plate,
port.
Mike.
Yeah, well, but my mother had a port. She had cancer, and they left it in, and she'd go about once every month or so to the doctor, and the nurse would flush it, and she'd leave. Take her about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I flush Jean's she has 2, and they're right next to each other. So I flush it after. So she's on a 16-hour cycle where she hooked up to the. Tonight it'll be lipids, but then the next 2 days will not be. So every third day is lipids. So, but we've got heparin shots, and the saline. They're not
Mhm.
shots. You just plug them into the port. And at the end of the 16
Right.
hours, I have to clean the port that she was using, and also do the heparin shot, and then I also clean the other port just to make sure, because that'll be the one that we'll be using later that day in another 8 hours. So I just want to make sure it's cleaned up. Oh, so that's what Gene's saying. Gene is saying Tuesday has nothing to do with my port. Okay. I love you trying. Huh. Well, I try.
Bless her.
But
She's got a
I've learned
channel.
how to. Yeah, she does.
She's got Tom. I was going to check out Marie's channel, and then you had me scared when you said, "What the heck are you? What are you writing?" I'm scared. I'm sleeping with my eyes open.
I don't listen to her her stories when she's writing them and this and that. She goes.
No, the key word is you don't listen to her. Oh, we heard it.
That's what
Where's
I'm
the
trying
bell?
to
Bring the
get.
bell in.
No, I'm going to try that one more time. But a couple of the stories that when I'm doing the editing, and I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? I mean, some scary shit.
Well, you know what? In my house, I am the man of the house.
Right now you are.
I get the last word in this house, guaranteed. It's usually yes, dear. But we've made it a long time married, so I'll stick with it. It works.
She said to me the other day, she said, "So you're going to make another video?" Yeah. Well, what are you going to be cooking? I said, I don't know. Maybe burn up a steak or something. I don't know. She said, how about some pork? We had steak the other day. And I said, whoa, wait a minute. I said, when the hell are you going to cook? She says, I'm not making videos.
She got
So
you
I
there.
said, aha. So
You
now
did.
I try to use as many pots and pans as I can.
But she cleans.
She cleans. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Usually I clean in the house, but I cook and I clean. I'm chief cook and bottle washer
There
usually.
you go.
I cook out here, and so I just have all my pans, and I'm very, I wouldn't say I'm picky about my pans, but over the
Oh,
years
I
we've
am.
just gone to cast iron. Well, I'm picky that I like cast iron, but I don't. But I haven't had a different pan in here in 3 or 4 years. So it's just like, oh, I'm not picky. Am I going to use the big cast iron today or the small one?
We went to a casino right real close to my house. I got about 2 weeks ago. So they have these giveaways. So they had two pans, two 9-inch pans. Well, actually, one you got one pan, but both of us got two pans. So we get home and I said, well, wash it up. I said, let me try it. This was a non-stick pan. And I started cooking and it started flaking.
Ooh.
All that stuff started coming
boy.
off it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
boy.
No.
I had to throw everything away, the whole
Yep.
bit. So my daughter
Cast iron, baby.
yeah, oh yeah, that's all I use is cast iron. But I said that something quick, a giveaway. She said, my daughter says, well, how much do you think that cost you, Pop? I said, that one there is probably about $2,800 for that one pan, going back and forth to the, crazy.
I would love. I have one cast iron pan, and I can't use it because Paige said you're going to break our glass top stove. The stove top is glass.
I don't use the heavy ones on there on our glass
And
top.
so I said, okay. Now I wanted to get a whole bunch of them and all, but she said no, they cost too much money. So I got the Ninja cookware.
Okay.
And I love that stuff. It is great. I can't get a dang thing to stick to it. Not one thing. I have literally melted cheese in there and it'll fly. All I gotta do is blow on it and it'll move.
The only thing bad that I found out with the non-stick stuff is it can't take the heat.
This
Not for
is
a
good
long
up
time.
to 550 degrees.
I don't trust it. I just don't trust it.
I have broiled. I've put it under the broiler many times, and there is no sign of anything going. Nothing. No problems whatsoever.
I use the cast iron a lot. I have one non-stick that I use every once in a while, especially if I'm trying something new. If I'm trying to like thicken up gravies and stuff like that, so it doesn't burn or stick, whatever.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, I use my cast iron. And what I do is I usually turn my oven on to like 250, and I have the large griddle. And I keep that in my oven. So what I'll do is if I'm cooking steaks or something like that or whatever, and I bring them back in just to keep them warm until I finish everything else up, I put them in the oven on a large griddle. And that keeps them nice and warm. It doesn't cook too much more anyway. But
Right.
I try to use the irons more than anything else.
Yeah, well, I see most of my cooking's outside. I have a fajita pan, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one I actually found it on the side yard, and it hadn't been around for 2.5 years. About yay big and about that deep, and I use it to make eggs and bacon. We have a glass stove as well, but that's it. I have one of those carbon fiber pans. That I have too, that I got for Christmas a couple years ago, and I'm not sure where the hell that one went. But it's funny, I was going through some old videos, and I saw where about 2.5 years ago, it's probably the last time I used that pan, or I'm cooking on it, and then it disappeared forever, and then I restored it. But man, ever since I restored it, oh, it's so slick.
I got a small, I guess, I don't know, maybe a 7-inch, maybe, I don't know. I guess that size, 6-inch, 7-inch, whatever it is. That thing is so seasoned. That's what I cook my eggs in. That's the only thing I use it for. and that's it. Make my eggs in there, scrambled, whatever which way I make them. But that pan, that's strictly cast iron, and that's what I use that for.
Yep.
And,
Well seasoned cast iron pan is hard to beat,
Yeah.
man.
My boss at work, she said, I've got 2 cast iron pans that they're both pitted, and I can't use them because they're pitted. I said, I can fix that. And so she brought them, and I restored them, and here's another reason why Paige says I can't get cast iron, because it kind of does make the house smell when you're seasoning
When
them.
you're restoring them,
Yeah,
seasoning them, yeah.
yeah. And she said, "What are you doing? Something smells god awful." And I said, "I'm seasoning a cast iron pan." She said, "Oh no, you are never getting cast iron. I'm not having that smell." Because
See,
it stuck around for about 3 days.
in my restaurant, I used to cook all my steaks in cast iron. I must have had 10, 15 pans. But state law, you got to wash them. You just can't, So what I would do is after the dishwasher got done rinsing them out, I would take them and I would put them in my deep fryer. I load them in a basket, drop it down, handle sticking up, and let them go, let them bubble a little bit, and then take them out. And on top of my broiler, you open it up, you have the broiler here, and you had like a storage thing up there. And that thing got mad hot up there because that's where the flame was. And I would take them and, you have to wipe them out and put them up in there. And that's how I would season them, take them from there.
Sure.
But when we moved here, I wiped them out with oil, put them on the stove, and all of a sudden, boop, boop, boop. I said, I can't win.
Oh
Yeah.
That'll create a smell.
Cast iron and steak
Yeah,
is the way to go, man.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like it.
I agree.
Hey, did you see?
I agree.
Did you see Sleeper Barbecue Lance his video? He did with that Kamado with that hanger. He had a hanger made.
Yes.
I tell you what, I love that. I thought that was a good idea.
I
thought that was a real good idea.
Cook up some hanger steaks in there.
I tell you, I had a real good time doing that video on the reverse sear.
The reverse sear is fun, isn't it? There's so many different ways to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They really are. They really are, which I had done it before. And I said, well, I'm going to try a different method that I haven't used before. See, so I could, and that one, I couldn't have asked for it to come out any better. It would have sliced with a butter knife.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's so totally reverse sear. And if you can incorporate a cast iron in there, it's totally the way to go.
Yep.
I thought it was so cool when I used to have a gas grill that had a searing part to it. I used to think that was just so cool. This is 10, 15 years ago. I could put sear steak on there, but then it would just burn the shit out of them, right? So then when I learned how to do it on cast iron, now that's a different story with butter, garlic, and maybe some rosemary or thyme or something in there. Hands down, the best way to go.
Yep. And when I get this grill of mine fixed again, please don't judge me. It's propane.
Oh, I have one right back here, dude. I love it. I love my propane. 60% of all households in America have propane gas. 40% have charcoal, and it's like 9 or 10% have pellet. Yeah, but everybody likes to smoke, the pellet stuff, and there's just so much. Average Joe Blow doesn't have a smoker, obviously, so he's going to use propane. He's going to use charcoal.
See, my brother and I built a smoker out in his backyard. We would smoke things periodically during the year, but his health hasn't been great, and things have been rough with his family and things going on with them, and things going on here. We haven't done it in the last couple of years, and we would do turkeys at Christmas and Thanksgiving and hams and it was we built it out of blocks and built a shed over it and has a chimney, and we've got a metal road plate that you lift up and down that we put on a pulley system with big cedar, not cedar.
Dude, that's
hickory,
funny. One of
like,
those plates, those thick
yeah,
plate things.
yeah. And
I
we
hauled one
lifted up and
once.
down. We lifted up and down with it on a pulley system with a big old log that
Mm-hmm.
hickory log
I took
with
a
an
I took
eyebolt
an
on
old I took an old small, I don't know, was it 24-inch, I guess, grill. When they first started coming out with the stainless steel.
it.
My neighbor had it, put it out by the curb, and I just couldn't see letting that thing go into the trash. So I said, let me bring it home. Marie went, oh, Jesus, what are you doing? What I did was I took all the guts out of it, and I went and I bought a round burner, okay, like you would get on one of those turkey fryer burners. And I rigged it up to put it inside this thing. And then what I would do is I had a cast iron vessel. Okay. I can't think of the name of it right now. But what I would do is I use that as my deep fryer.
Okay.
I'd put
Yeah.
that in that
Oh, yeah.
grill, turn up the gas, and then I could do all my deep frying and stuff like that outside, along with my Kamado, along with my other smoker, along with my other gas grill, along with my Weber, and then my golf cart. And then on my golf cart, I had a barbecue set up on the back of my golf cart.
No, that's awesome, man.
Well, matter of fact,
Oh, man.
stay tuned Sunday because I'm coming up to my 1 year anniversary doing keto, and I'm going to put up pictures of how it started, and, everything from there. But I have a picture of my golf cart, and where I used to live in Florida, you had the clubhouse. I would go down there and make hot dogs,
That's cool, dude.
and we
That's
did a golf cart drive-in. I had all 39 series of the honeymooners. We put up a big sheet, and the guy had a projector. And
What a cool idea.
Everybody came up with their golf carts, and I had hot dogs on the back of my, like for the snack cart. Gave them away.
What a cool idea.
It was great. But
See, I would do
It was
MASH.
great.
Yeah, I didn't have that. All I had was.
The honeymooners.
Yeah,
Honeymooners were great too. Yeah.
And then we did hippie night. We did a hippie night, and everybody got
You guys had the hair for that?
I
Yeah, you actually got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
Mike down there for hippie night.
I got my hair. I got that kind hair. I got the kind you find on a baboon's butt. I know.
I have been blessed with hair, and this is all natural color. So hey,
Yeah,
that's
mine
cool.
too. Yeah. Everybody says, "Oh, you color your hair?" Yeah, I don't color that.
Is that natural? That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I don't do that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I used to describe myself as a cross between a hippie and a hick. I was a hickey.
So what would you guys do for hippie night?
Oh, it had all kinds of things. They had all, what they did was they would do. I had made hot pretzels, big thing of hot pretzels, and I did hot peanuts. And I put the peanuts.
Boiled?
No, not boiled. Although I like them, but I would put them, in the bag and stuff like that. Another guy was making had the strawberries with the chocolate fountain and stuff like that. So
Because boiled peanuts, that's nectar of the gods there. Oh,
I don't think I've ever had a boiled peanut, but I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I say y'all say boiled. It's boiled.
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 and they use all.
And oil.
Oil.
Yeah. And they all hop in their
not
car. There's a little butter in the car.
No, we got a car.
Yeah,
We don't have no car. My neighbor was from Maine. He doesn't live here anymore. And matter of fact, he passed after he left here. He was from Maine, and it was, oh geez, I gotta go get gas in the car.
Park the car in the yard.
Yeah.
Well, when I did my Vidalia onions, and I said, depending on where you live, it could either be Vidalia onions or Vidalia onions.
That's
I
Vidalia.
did that.
It's Vidalia.
Vidalia, that's right.
It's funny how every region has its language, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you listen to Patrick; he doesn't say car; it's car, butter.
Yeah.
But they're New England accent is closer to an English is to England, and they don't say R's either, unless it's a word that
No,
doesn't have
you
an
don't get
R
that
in it.
hard R. You don't get
Yeah,
that hard R. My mother was from Australia. You don't get that hard R.
correct.
It's cooking secrets
Darling,
for men. Charlie, how you doing?
Yeah, Charlie's in there.
what's up?
Yeah, and you know what? Like Grumpus, he's a gasser. So my channel started on a gas grill. That's what I had. I had a gas grill and a little tiny flat top. God, I hated that thing. And it was electric, and it would trip the circuit. I'd go out the garage all the time, flip that stupid thing, and half the time it wouldn't even work. Yeah, you set it to 200, and wouldn't do it. And then all of a sudden, it would get hot, and you're like, God. So you know what it was really good for? An umbrella weight.
See, I need to.
Uh,
I need. Is that an electric smoker you have, Thomas?
yeah, yeah. I can't
Oh,
have anything else, But I do
yeah.
outside on my balcony when I do cook on my cast iron and make my steaks and stuff. I do have a gas burner.
Do
Okay.
you not have a hibachi or anything like that either?
No.
No, I love hibachis, man. They're cool.
You know what? I looked at cast iron Mike. Okay, he did a thing on the lodge, the little look like a hibachi.
Mm-hmm.
I might look into that and see if I can get away with it a little bit. I don't know.
You see the one that Lee got has Walking Liberty on the back of it.
Oh,
that
yeah,
band?
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's way
Wow.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of, I mean, they have, where I live, they have certain spots where they have barbecues and stuff like that. But freaking 100 degrees, I'm not humping stuff out to the middle of the park,
Yeah.
But my luck, I'll have some
That's when
guy
you get
hanging
your
out there
wagon.
looking for something to eat,
So, Tom, what made you move to
That's when
Vegas?
you get a wagon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I just cook on my balcony and take the heat, that's all.
What made you move to Vegas? Just why not?
My daughter's here and my two grandsons, but we were living in Florida, and just the heat and everything was just getting to me. And we came out here for a visit because my birthday and my daughter's birthday is a week apart. So we came out here in October, and all of a sudden I started getting heart palpitations, feeling kind of funky. Not to mention I had a little bit too much scotch and smoked a little weed. I'm 67,
I like it. I like it.
So anyway, I wind up in the hospital, and no big deal. They send me back home. So my daughter says to me, "Pop, now if you were in Florida, I'd never be able to get out to take care of whatever, something like that." So thought about
Makes
it.
total sense.
Yeah, and I said, you know what? She's got the two boys, so it's easier for me to head out this way. And besides, I always wanted to move out west. I always wanted,
Yeah. Well, my old man is 78. He's 79 in October, and he's been single for 30 years. And he lives in our rental. And there's the reason why is the same reason as you. He has a house just literally down the road from Jim Kitch and his kitchen in Oregon. But that's 7-hour drive, and that's in the summertime.
Yeah.
And I told him I can't do it. I can't have you there.
Made a lot of sense. And don't forget now, I was 2 pounds away from 300 pounds. Okay. Acting like I was 18, 19, 20 years old. Okay. Can't do it. Just couldn't do it. And that's why I started keto.
Gotcha.
And then with the pandemic and lockdown, all I did was eat. I made pizza pies like somebody would make toast. Between the dough and making everything from scratch and everything. And I just, health wise, it was horrible.
That's crazy, dude.
So,
Well, when I started, I was 350.
Woo.
Yeah, man.
And I did not have a single health problem.
Really?
Not a one. Not a one.
Wow.
From being overweight. My blood pressure was fine, but I had been on blood pressure medicine before I got to all that weight. So I didn't go on the medicine, and the medicine didn't change. My blood pressure still was good with the medicine that I went on before I gained all the weight. So, and then people would make fun of me and so forth, and I got tired of telling them to bugger off. And I said, "Nah, damn it, I'm gonna try this." Our daughter, she did it, and she lost, I don't know, 60, 70 pounds, something like that. And I said, "You know what? Let's give it a shot." And she went off of it because nobody else in the house was doing it, and she couldn't, just doing it for her. It just didn't work. She got to where she couldn't stand the temptations.
Yeah.
And so we did it. And 110 pounds later.
Yeah,
nice,
great.
dude.
When I was in Florida, I was chasing my tail because the medications they put you on, and at this one medication, now you got to take that medication. Well, now you got this, and now you got to take that medication. So it was a vicious cycle going around and around. So I did keto back in 2015, 16. I lost 44 pounds and got off a couple medications. And I got that poor me. Well, why can't I have a slice of pizza? Why can't I do this? Why can't I eat that? Okay. And then bam, I blew back up again like that. Back on 4 more medications. So I was up to a dozen. Okay. So I went from a dozen from out here. I lost 50 pounds. I'm back and forth with 2 pounds, but I don't care about the weight. My blood numbers came down with the diabetes.
Yeah.
So I'm on 4 medications right now, and the next time I go, I'm going to see about getting off them. But the whole idea is the way I do the keto. I do it clean. I don't do it, nothing else, nothing out of a bag, none of that stuff like that. That works for me. But the bottom line was, my mindset turned around to where, you know what, I can eat barbecue. You know what, I can make this. I can go back to what I used to eat, but I just got to watch what I do with it, how I do it. So when I make my barbecue, I make my own barbecue sauce. Okay. And you got to put a little bit of sweetener in it. So either allulose or monk fruit. Allulose to me is a little bit better than monk fruit.
I agree.
But I put a little bit in, and all of a sudden I'm liking more hot peppers and more hot stuff. And I make my own ketchups, stuff like that. And that's how I'm maintaining what I'm doing, because you can go like that with a rub with some sugar in it and stuff like that. Salt, pepper, garlic, and onion, baby. That's it. And it comes out just as good.
Triumphant.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
I had people would say, "Oh, I know you have to feel better." I said, "No, I didn't feel bad before. I didn't do this because I felt bad. I got tired of telling people to bugger off."
No, I felt bad. I was. Matter of fact, I was. With heart problems and stuff like that. I was to the point where I was like 35% with a blockage, and they did a catheterization with him, and they said, "Well, you know what? Premeditative. We're going to put a stent in."
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to do that unless it's 60% or better.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. Well, 30-some%, they put one on me because they said, "Well, you're a fat guy, and this it's going to progressively get worse." Yeah. So I tell my doctor now, "How you doing? What's up? You want to go on the scale again? Let's do some more blood work. How about that?" So yeah, it's working.
See, in 2015, I think it was, my son got married, and he got married in St. Martin. And so we flew down there, and we had a great time, and we came back, and right after I got back, I got really sick, and I ran a fever for 8 days. And I'm not talking about just 99 or 100. I'm talking about it never got below 102.
Wow. Jungle fever or something?
Well, a month after that, all this stuff about Zika came out.
Oh, yeah. I remember that stuff. Yes.
And I asked my doctor later, I said, did I have Zika? And he said, probably. He said, we tested for everything. We didn't test for that. But, he said, there's a million things that it could have been.
Sure.
You know, he said treatment would have been the same if that what we did. Well, anyway, I've never had a heart problem in my life, and I started having uh, issues and all, and they put me in the hospital because my potassium level dropped way low, and I was dehydrated, and they said that I had troponin in my blood, which is one of the markers for a heart attack. And they said, we're putting you in the hospital. So they put me in Northside Hospital here in Atlanta. And I spent 2 days in there, and they ran a myriad of tests on me, and they said, your heart is fine. It's your vessels. They did the stress test on it and all. They looked at everything and said, your vessels are all clear. You don't have any sign of blockage whatsoever. And we really expected to find blockage, but there was none. And I said, well, that's good. And
some people luck out with that. I mean, they just, and really, how do you know? You don't know.
You don't.
You're laying on the table. I tell you, last stress test I had, I went in there, the doctor said, you look very nervous. What's the matter? I said, I just had my stress test because Marie drove me here. I said, in and out of traffic. I said, take your treadmill and shove it. Get in the car with her, and I'll tell you what. That'll put you through your paces. Unbelievable. You know what? It's all good. I mean, you really got to watch what you do, like anything else. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube cooking shows and stuff like that. Everybody doing stuff. Everybody's on the right track. Everybody, at least they're cooking for themselves. You got some kind of idea what they're putting in their mouth. It's the stuff that when you order out, you don't know what these people are doing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like we were talking a couple of weeks ago, you always treat those guys with respect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's
you'll find Zika in your food.
Yeah. Exactly. Or you get the Johnny Depp special.
Yeah.
So you started it again.
You're to get the special sauce. I have a friend who is notorious about sending her food back if it's not absolutely perfect. And I would tell the waitress after, I'd say, look, please do not confuse my food with hers. I'm happy. And the waitress will just laugh.
We only do it at one place, and we know everybody there. We know the cooks, and the bartender is my wife's best friend. So, if it's not quite right, it's like, hey, do you mind? Oh, yeah, no problem. And our son was a cook there for a long time. But we don't eat out anymore. God, I can't think of the last time I actually ate out.
What? Yeah. Let me give you an example of what she sent food back for. If there's even the hint of red in the meat, it's going back. Any kind of on beef, it's going back. And she'll order a steak. And to her credit, she will order it well done, and then it'll come out, and she'll say, "Oh, I see blood. I can't eat this. I can't eat this. You got to take it back." It's not blood,
lady.
I said, exactly. And I said, and they'll bring it out, and she'll say, "Oh no, I still take it back." And then they'll bring it back out, and she'll bite into it and say, "Well, now it's dry." Well, now. And I said, "Well, no wonder you sent it back. They cooked all the juice right out of it."
Yeah, here's some A1 for you.
We go once in a while. We go once in a while to this Italian grill out here, the Tuscany Grill. Great steaks. I mean, unbelievable, really good. And they know that I'm doing keto and stuff like that, and they'll make exceptions. They'll bring me out like more broccoli and stuff like that. They give you a nice filet mignon. It's really, really nice. And Marie says, "Well, maybe I'll try the steak." I'm not telling you what you can eat or what you can have, okay? But I'm not going to let you abuse a steak, okay? Filet mignon is not supposed to be well done. I don't care where you are.
Exactly.
Okay, so save me some stress and save the cook in the back some stress. Order something else, okay?
Order the New York. Come on.
Yeah, or whatever, but don't
be willing to let them lop the horns off, wipe its butt, and throw it on a plate.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do that to me because it's anyway. Right? Yeah, there's quite a few good places out here you can go to, and but there again, prices of stuff right now is ridiculously
Yeah.
through the roof.
I
So-
made pork ribs today, and it's just baby backs, about yay big.
Mhm.
And I was just doing a proof of concept on my. I've been using my Weber a lot because I'm not that great at the Weber, so I've been just cooking on it all the time, my spare time, trying to, learning from it, right?
Mhm.
And I got to
Perfecting
looking
your
at this
skills.
thing. Exactly. I got to looking at this thing as I, washed it up a little bit and patted it down and put some mustard on it. And I thought, I went to Applebee's. Half of this would be $20. The whole damn thing would be 32, and I spent $7.64 on this.
Bingo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now the only difference is I got to be the one cooking it, but you know what? I know what's going into it. I know where it's going.
That's why I always say, I'd rather cook at home. If I'm going to go out to eat, I want to go for something that I can't cook at home. And
Yeah, that's me.
And that's when I'll go out. We'll go out and this and that, or whatever. Well, I just don't feel like cooking. But I cook home every day, everything.
I found towards the end of our going out that I would order that too, but I would order it for I'd study it, right? I'd cut into it and look at it and okay, take a couple pictures of it and ask questions, because we were to the point we would only go to 2 restaurants, so we know the people, both of them. I was like, what is the gravy? What's in your gravy? And for me, it was just, hey, I've never made this before. I might want to do it, so I'm gonna take some pictures of it and blah blah blah.
I got one coming up pretty soon where I'm going to be doing some steaks, but I'm going to be making a béarnaise sauce.
Okay.
Oh, I look forward to that.
And making it like that. That's the kind of stuff that I'm used to cooking for, from the restaurant.
That's one of the mother sauces.
But now doing with keto and stuff like that. And by the way, that would be very keto because it's just butter, lemon, and egg yolks. You know what I mean?
Really? I thought there was something else in it, but no. I just tells you how much I know about it.
It's like hollandaise. Hollandaise is very keto.
Oh yeah. And matter of fact, I didn't know. I've been doing. This is bizarre. I've been using an egg life wraps. Okay. And just about for everything. I've been making manigot with them stuff, with stuff the cheese and the sauce. I'm cutting them up, making a little linguine like type of thing with the clams and everything. So I did a video back 4 months ago, and they actually put ads to it, YouTube. And I told you this, Mike, dude. I told you this a while back. As of today, that thing has almost 5,300 views.
That's great.
Wow.
That's the ones you want to recreate, something along those lines, though. That's telling you something, Tom, that this is a popular video. Right. People want to see this out of you.
But then what happened is now, it's kind of bizarre for me, but now I put a video up, okay, and it got the arrows down because it's not enough views. So I don't have to compare that view to the other views that I have.
Here's the thing. How long have you had your channel?
It'll be 1 year, August 4th.
Okay. I'd be willing to bet that you could, and I've done this. I've done it 3 times. You could go back and make some of your original videos. And unless you told somebody, or they followed you like religiously, they would have no idea that you made this previously.
Oh yeah, no, they would. No, they wouldn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
I made a grill. I used the egg life wrap and cheese and egg. Hey, how's it going? And I put cheese and all, and I did it in the pan. And that video has gotten, other than the shorts, it's the most popular video, and it's up near 700 or 800 views.
It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I don't get it.
It's just as simple as they come to do. But, I did it where you put the egg in the pan, and then you put the egg light wrap on top, and you flip it over, and all. It's
matter of fact, Mike, me and you, if you go look on egg life wraps, just type that in on YouTube, egg life wraps. Me and you are both on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it again? Egg
Life.
One word. Egg life.
Egg white.
Egg life.
Life. Life.
Okay. Hold on.
I got like 16 videos on there. You got, I think, 3. I think 3 or 4.
Curious Keto.
Oh, cool.
Egg life crabs.
How you men doing tonight?
Good, Grumpus.
Good. Yep, there's Tom right there.
All right.
Watch this. I'm going to get killed again. Watch this.
Yeah, and there's Mike. 3 or 4 videos later, there's Mike.
I love hearing that. We have busted the algorithm.
Yeah, Mike has 702 views.
That's the one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm talking about right there.
And Tom got 5.1 thousand. Whew.
I'm in Toyland compared to he's shopping and he's at Neiman Marcus. I'm in Toyland.
Hey, where's mine?
Man, I am so jealous.
No kidding. How do I get me one of them?
Takes a lot of practice.
A lot of training on your part.
Yeah, a lot of. I do a lot of cooking.
and the buildup of scar tissue doesn't hurt.
Yeah. She said, "Let's go someplace I haven't been in a while." So try the kitchen.
I tell you,
wow. Uncle Steve, what is going on, my friend? What's cooking? Oh, you name it. We're talking egg life wraps right now, but I bet you could put some Uncle Steve on that.
I'm so glad you turned me on to using those things as noodle replacement. It is great.
Yeah, I mean, at first I said, these are nasty. But after a while, you get used to it. I mean, stop and think. Eat plain pasta. Just nothing on it. Nasty taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So why aren't you guys making more videos with that in there? There's obviously people want to see that egg life wrap.
Well,
why aren't you making an omelet
so
with
much
it
you can do with it. I mean,
well, that's when I thought maybe we do a collab with some. You did a burrito, breakfast burrito.
Okay.
And that would be my go-to. You know what I mean?
You do like a keto collab with egg life wraps.
Well,
I like it.
Well, you do your video, and then I would come back with a keto. Or Mike would come back with a keto.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Which I did that on a couple of videos where somebody made something, and then I said, "Hey, I saw this, and I credit their channel. They made this, and I'm going to show you how to make it keto."
Yeah, that's all. I need to start cooking more fish. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop a plane, head to Houston, drive up to Spring, and I know a koi pond. I think I might go fishing in.
Don't buy that ticket yet. I don't have any koi in it.
Hey, you got a net? You got a fish? You got a net? Do you have a net? Tom, you have a net?
In it.
Yeah.
Take your net.
Like
Go to
tadpoles?
Illinois. There's a river in Illinois where you just go up the river with your motor and all, and the carp. They will literally jump.
The jump. Yeah, I've seen that on the Discovery Channel. Yeah,
they jump in the damn boat.
Hey, if they can jump in a boat, they can hop a plane, come out here to Vegas, and I'll meet them at the airport.
Exactly. Who in the hell wants to eat carp anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had carp. You got to cook it right. You got to slice it where the bones pop out.
Ugh.
Yeah, my grandma used to cook carp all the time.
Yeah.
We used to go fishing down at the Yakima River, and this old man, we always called him Carp. He'd be like, "You boys catch any carp? You bring him to me." Okay. And this is 70s, and he was probably 100. And
you got to make sure it comes out of some clean water.
Yeah, that's just it. The Yakima River was filthy.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It and a mullet.
Boiled him.
It and a mullet are the only fish that are grass fed. Free range, grass fed. Free range.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, what a joke that is. You know what I mean? You just stop and think about it. Grass fed. Come on. They're all grass fed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until they get to the end.
Yeah.
But
now, I will tell you this. if you get a chicken that's
Oh my God.
free range,
There's a sucker.
he's putting a hex on us.
No.
I think he just gave us the finger. You
Yeah, he
picked that
did.
up.
No, that's the finger. That's the finger.
Yeah, that's how they do it in Australia.
That's not what I did.
Oh, mate,
evening,
you bloody
gentlemen.
well better not. Evening,
What's
mate.
up,
How
Mr.
you
Patrick?
doing?
How you doing?
Who was that there trying to sound like an Australian? It didn't work.
That was me, the half Australian. That was
Oh,
me, the
no,
half
no.
Australian.
You need
I do a
work,
better
my friend.
Scottish. I do a better Scottish.
Can you
Well, it
speak
could have been
like
me
the
going.
dude? Yeah, try and impersonate the dude.
No, I'll tell you
I'll
who
flip
did a
you
dude
off.
impersonation. Vanilla Gorilla did a great dude impersonation on the.
He did. He did. I
Yeah.
saw that.
Hey, did
There was-
you happen to see that deck he redid?
Yeah, he's got a fire pit now in the back and all that.
I think
Yeah.
he did that for somebody else, but I tell you what, that was he did nice work.
It looked
Very,
awesome,
very
man.
nice. Yeah, very nice.
What are you up to, Patrick?
I haven't had to use my Australian accent in a while.
Neither have I.
Oh,
I've been working, dude. Unlike slacker
Always.
number one.
You always work, dude.
Hey,
Never turn around. You're like, hey, what are you doing? Working.
yeah, up yours, dude.
see, I interviewed when I interviewed for the job that I have now. They asked me, said, "Do you speak any other languages?" I said, "Yeah, I speak 2.5 languages." I said, "English is a second language." And they said, "What? A half language?" I said, "Yeah, I speak Spanish about halfway." And they said, "Well, if English is your second language, what's your native tongue?" And I said, "Southern."
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Vidalia. Vidalia.
Yeah. See, here in the Northwest, it's not better, it's better.
Better.
Yeah, we can make that better. You kind of roll the T's. We can make that better.
When I first moved to North Carolina, I went to the Food Lion, and I went in and I said to the guy, I said, "Do you have any Vidalia onions?" He said, "You ain't from around here, are you?"
You hear
I said,
banjos
"No."
playing in the background too?
He said, "You mean Vidalia onions?"
Yeah.
There you go. That's what
Hey, I've got them straight from the field.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the reason why I don't do many live streams is because I have no idea what anyone's saying. I can't understand any of it. Especially him down there.
What is that slacker saying? I can't understand that pig
I don't
laugh.
know, no idea.
gibberish
His last
crap.
video. His last video. Did you see his last video? The one with those garlic chips or whatever they were. I couldn't
Garlic
understand a
chips?
word. Couldn't understand what he was doing.
No,
No idea.
no, you just
See,
said garlic chips.
I still left a meaningful comment though, dude.
You did.
I
Very
didn't.
meaningful.
I don't think I did. I say stay connected. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Stay connected, dude.
Yeah.
Now,
You know, I always respond to him. I say, exactly, cuz.
see, I understand you perfectly, Patrick. But then again, my mother was from Ipswich, just outside of Queensland, in Queensland, just outside of Brisbane.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, I understand you perfectly.
Oh, so you what? So you have family here?
I have cousins there, yes, and they're still there.
There you
My
Hey,
mother.
so do I, Mike.
Yeah, there you go. One of them's on screen. But yeah, she married my father during World War II and moved to the United States.
There you go.
You know, my granddad was stationed in Darwin for a while, and he said he liked the girls of Darwin.
Yeah.
See, that's where you.
You've got to say it. It's not Darwin. It's Darwin.
Darwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
not
was
Darwin.
from the north. He was from the Northwest. It was Darwin.
Perth.
It's
Yeah,
that R.
I mean,
It's that R again, dude. Come on.
yeah, I know. It's all those R words.
I know.
We say R, not R. Not, we don't. You guys roll the R.
Yeah, we say it the right way.
Well, when I was growing up, the teacher
No,
said,
you don't.
"I want you to use the word European in the sentence. And I said, okay. Dog, what are you doing? You're peeing on my flowers. I went to New York City.
Patrick, what he said was.
That's very helpful.
What he meant was.
That's very helpful. Thank you for that.
Now and throw the hell up.
I went
That's very helpful.
You say
I went to
marmalade
New York one time and got lost, and I'm wandering the streets, and everybody I talked to couldn't understand me. Then I ran into this old boy from Opp, Alabama. He understood me perfectly. The only problem was he was lost too.
Two lost souls.
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
What's up, buddy?
Grumpus, Grumpus.
What's up?
The what?
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, I just finished supper. I got home
along
late.
for the ride.
What was for supper?
Believe it or not, I had some crab cakes, and it wasn't quite enough, so I chased it with a Hot Pocket.
Nice.
Crab pockets.
So you had the crabs.
Pockets. You know,
So how long are you going to be in training for, Grumpus?
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever catch you guys.
No, I don't think you will either.
I didn't even make the list.
No, that's a shocker. I'm surprised the dude even let you on.
I didn't even get in training.
You're doing all right, Mike.
There's no point.
Patrick, is it cold where you're at? It looks like you're all bundled up.
It's wintertime there.
A little bit chilly. It's a little bit chilly. But this is my new outfit, Grumpus. I'm going
okay.
I got to tell you,
like
I told this
I like it.
Now it ain't as bad tonight, but the last one that you were on, you were in that black chair. You had on that black cap. You had on a black jacket. It looked like a talking head sitting in just right there on the chair.
Last week, wasn't that last week?
I may have been last week or the week before, one of the two. I got such a chuckle out of that.
That's exactly the effect I wanted to create, Mike.
You succeeded.
A talking head, and they're good band too. I like the talking heads.
Talking head with an accent.
What accent? I don't have an accent.
Hey, you do, from New Brunswick, New Jersey. Of course you do.
I'm from Johannesburg.
Johannesburg.
I'm South African.
All right, guys, I'm going to call a timeout because I got to go hook Gene up. So you guys talk amongst yourselves, okay?
All right.
All right. Come and go.
What are we going to talk about?
I'll be listening. She'll have her phone, so I'll be listening.
Let's talk about him.
We can talk about him if he leaves.
Talk about anything you want. I'll be back about 10 minutes.
This is going to be good. I've got a few things to tell you about him that no one else knows.
Hurry up before you get to the phone.
You're in Sydney, right?
Not really.
Oh.
Not really. No.
Old Bar or something else around close by?
Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne.
Correct. You said it correctly, Mike.
Yep.
It's the first word you've said I've understood all day. Oh dear.
Oh, my wife, before we got married, and I took her to introduce her to my mother. She said, "Well, does your mother still have her accent?" And I said, "No, she lost that years ago." And she gets down there, and she came out after 5 minutes of talking to my mother and said to me, "Don't ever tell anybody else that your mother's lost her accent."
No, definitely not.
So exactly what part of Johannesburg are you from?
I'm just telling. I actually made that up. Slap number 3.
Oh,
I think it's because you're so slack that you picked up on that fib. It was a bit of a didn't really mean it. Slackers unite. You see, we're very good at making things up.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him down there. I mean, every video he does, it's just I've got no idea what he does.
That cracked me up when he did this with the Kingsford with the different charcoal they was doing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's going anyway.
That
See,
was funny.
I've made up everything. I'm actually an orphan.
Well, you're probably from Johannesburg.
Yeah,
I keep ringing that bell. I'm going to be an orphan.
but I grew up in Cape Town.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Now, how was your weekend away last weekend, Grumpus?
Oh, it was a long weekend. It was about 630-mile round trip.
Good
So,
night.
big trip.
So it was a little over 5 hours each direction. Yeah, it was a fun weekend.
Yeah, good.
We went up for
Good.
Friday night and spent the day with Coleman and Zach, and then we came back Sunday.
No, that's
Your
flying.
accommodations were acceptable.
Seemed to be.
Yeah.
See, that's flying miles there. That's that.
I was flying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is a lot of miles.
About 85, 90 mile an hour all the way.
The only reason you didn't leave the ground is because you couldn't get the landing gear up.
That's it. No, speed limit's 75, and if you're not doing 85, you get run over.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it is on I-285 here in Atlanta. The ring around the city.
Yeah,
That's nuts. I don't care what anybody says. That's just flat out crazy.
It is. You will take your life in your hands, especially on the north end of town.
Oh.
When you're up around Dunwoody and Alpharetta area and Sandy Springs and that kind of stuff. Oh, Lord.
My sister-in-law just outside of Marietta. And
Yeah, you said Ackworth, right? Wasn't it
yeah,
Ackworth?
Ackworth, yeah.
Yeah.
And
She's up there near the Cherokee County line.
Driving out that way, and I said, "My God!" And I was getting tired coming up from Florida. I'm driving. All of a sudden, I came into this thing and it opened up like, "Am I going the right way?" Because it was like, looked like a racetrack.
8 lanes on both sides of the road.
Holy shit! And I'm trying to get over. Nobody let you over. You know, I'm trying to put the blinker on. You know, my wife's sitting at the edge of the seat, and I'm mild mannered. I am. I don't yell and scream at nobody here. Out of the way, you rat bastard! trying to get through.
Road rage.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, and I ain't been out that way in years. Holy crap! Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I drive around in it all the time when I'm at work because I have to go to downtown Atlanta. And
Jeez.
yesterday,
just like the 610 loop
yeah,
in Houston.
Oh, 610 is a zoo.
Oh, that's completely. And I couldn't believe how high they elevated everything now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm driving through downtown every day.
Nuts. Completely nuts.
Have you been through Spaghetti Junction going up 85, Thomas?
No, I don't.
Like you're going toward. You got the interstates go and they come to in Atlanta 85 and 75 and they join up and then they split on the north side and 85 goes toward Greenville and so forth like that. And they have Spaghetti Junction there. It's the reason it gets called that is because if you fly over it, it looks like spaghetti on a plate.
Wow.
Because there's so many bridges and ramps and it's all elevated. And when we get an ice storm, it's a an ice skating rink on that thing.
Oh yeah. Houston from the last time I was there until this trip coming out this way, I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. I mean, where I lived, it was all Uncle Ben's rice fields out in Katy for a while there.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, holy crap! It looked like remember the cartoon, the Jetsons. You know, I was waiting to see a car come flying by there. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
You go to Katy now, you didn't even realize you left Houston. I mean, it's just all run together now.
Yeah. And then, and pull off over here. You can't turn right off. You got to go around 6 blocks to get, back up to where you want to go to. I missed where a hotel was. I missed the turn 3 times. Yeah.
Well, years ago, the Braves had a pitcher, Pascual Perez.
Mm-hmm.
And he missed his start. He showed up at the ballpark after the game had already started, and they said, "Where you been?" And he said he was on 285 and he couldn't get off of it. He said, "I made so many rings around on 285." It's
crazy.
It's like 70 miles. It's a loop of 70 or so miles around the city, and it's a mess.
That's nuts. That is nuts. Patrick, been to the bottle shop?
I'm about to go there shortly, and I'll get a few cans from the bottle shop.
That cracked me up.
Hey, now, Mike, those, and do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a, we call them a slab, like a case of beer, and I'm going to get some pepperoni. I'm going to make pepperoni chips, Mike.
There you go.
They were. I couldn't believe that. I thought, really? That works?
It does. I'm telling you.
I can't wait to try that. I can't wait to try that.
The flavor just intensifies, like the pepperoni flavor.
Yeah.
It is. It actually is a little bit spicy. If you don't like spicy, you're in rough shape. If you're good with it, you're all right.
I could see how it would intensify the flavor.
Oh,
especially with the slab.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that'll be my dinner, I think.
When you made that sandwich, and you went to the store and bought the meat, what was it? It was a shoulder blade.
A blade? What is that?
Yeah, and the one you made, the meat that you made, and you made a sandwich out of it, and it looks so good. And when you had the camera and you said, "Come on, we're going to the store," and you walked away, and then you came back and you poked your head in and said, "Well, come on."
that cracked me up.
Silly. I cracked up.
Well, I was in a hurry, you know.
We were admiring your new home.
Look, I'm so frustrated. These bloody builders, they just sit around smoking all the time. They don't do any work. It's taking forever.
It looked like nothing was going on there.
Well, there isn't. I mean, they're all just slackers like me.
See,
I hired the wrong builders. I should have hired Grumpus. Is what I should have done.
Yeah,
Grumpus should have built that 5 years ago.
Well, somebody's got to be HSIC, head slacker in charge.
Yeah. Well, he thinks that he is.
No, I mean at your house with your builders, you got to take command.
Yeah, but I'm always too slack. I'm just either drunk or lying around, sobering up. Forget half the time that it's there. You know.
You need to watch the movie Patton and then go out there and hit him up with one of his warm-up speeches.
Yeah,
maybe I just need to go to rehab. Sober up.
Well, that might help.
Nah, don't do that. You'd have to start all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted me to go to AA one time. I told them, nah, that's for quitters. I ain't going there. I'm not a quitter.
That's the truest slacker statement of all time. That's sort of an oxymoron, really, because you should love it because it's for quitters. But no, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're not quitters.
No.
Keep moving on.
Well, no one here smokes cigarettes, do they?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not by no better.
Has anyone ever?
Oh yeah,
Nope.
I did. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I did.
Before I quit, I was smoking 5 packs a day.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Me too. I had to give up. I couldn't. I just was constantly chain smoking.
Yeah, it's 14 years since I had a cigarette.
Almost the same for me.
Yeah.
2007, I quit.
Yeah.
2000, and now
I came with an occasional cigar.
I don't want no part of it. In fact, I can smell somebody down in the next county smoking.
Yeah, me too. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Well, was it this live stream last week, Thomas? I was telling the story of the guy I stood behind in the bottle shop.
Yeah.
Who wanted cigarettes.
$40,
like
right?
It's like the cheese shop, the Monty Python. Do you have Limburger? No. Do you have Swiss? No. It took him, but it was like it was honestly over $2 a cigarette now.
Did you want to yell out, "Hold your tongue"?
Cigarette.
Did you want to yell out, "Hold your tongue"? Remember the Monty Python, "Hold your tongue"?
Yes. Yeah.
What'd you say? It was $40 for the carton?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, if there's 20 in a pack, I suppose they're $2.50 a cigarette.
Oh, 40 for the pack.
Yeah. If that. Unbelievable.
Well,
I would have to resort to, I don't know, contract killing or
and then when the guy
serious underworld.
When the guy paid $40 for the cigarettes, he turned around and say, "Hey, you got a light?" Can't afford
now
matches.
here, I don't know if it's a big thing in Australia or not, but here in the United States and in some of the bigger cities, you can go in and you can buy single cigarettes in some of the convenience stores and things like that.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
And they call them loosies
Mm.
because it's a loose cigarette, and they'll sell them for $0.25 a piece.
Yeah.
And that's U.S. quarters. I don't know what that would relate to in Australian money.
It's about $50. Something like that.
Oh,
We're not doing too well here.
With that kind of exchange rate, going to Australia would be good. Coming home be a bitch, boy.
Yeah. Well, that's why.
Screwed. You're screwed. Yeah.
That's like going to Canada.
Yeah, well, the dude sent me some DoorDash food once. Oh, he's done it twice now, and he sent me a truckload of food, and it cost him about 10 cents.
Oh, what I got!
Oh.
Generous to a fault, he is. Generous to a fault.
Well, I read before I went to Canada. They said use your credit card because you'll get a better exchange on it rather than trying to pay otherwise. And they were right. It worked better because if you paid with U.S. money, it was just like if it was $5, they gave you change like $5, but in Canadian it was like $4. You know.
Last time I was in Canada, it was up. I mean, I put a 20 on the bar, and they come back with the look. I called it Monopoly money, and with the little coins and this,
all the different colors.
Yeah, and a pile of cash back. I said, "Oh, here it is." When I crossed back into the States again, I was broke.
Yep.
Big to do.
Now here I started coming in from Niagara Falls into Niagara Falls, New York, and this was back in like 2000 or so, and the guy at the U.S. border he said, "All right, I need to see your ID," and I said, "All right, here you go," and he said, "Oh Lord, don't, you ain't Canadian." And he said,
"Well, you're from South Canada, right?"
Yeah, that's it. I grew up in the peach growing country of Georgia.
Georgia peachy brown.
Yeah, man. Best peaches on the planet.
Yep. But we don't eat them no more because we're keto, right, Mike?
That's right. I haven't had a peach in forever. Now there's 3 kinds of peaches really. You got clingstone, semi-freestone, and freestone. The clingstone, they're crap. That's what they put in the cans in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
The semi-free means the little pit inside kind of breaks free a little bit. But the freestone, that's the best kind. It's the sweetest and the juiciest.
Mm.
And that's because the stone just pops right out. And there's all kind of variations on each one.
Out here in Vegas, the fruit is rocks. You can get all the rocks you want out in the desert. Pick them anytime. In fact, this time of the year right now is the best time to go rock picking.
Yeah, how did all them rocks get to be little bitty rocks?
Geez, I don't know. I had nothing to do with it. Believe me, I had nothing to do with it.
You got all these big ass rocks, and then you got all these little bitty rocks all around it. And I'm like, who came around here and started breaking stones?
Well, you go out towards Red Rock, and it starts to look like a cartoon.
It does.
The way some of the rock shapes are and stuff like that.
Yeah. Which it was beautiful because Paige and I rode out there and looked all around Red Rock. Matter of fact, I got a video out there on it, and it was beautiful. We loved it out there. And Hoover Dam, that was great too.
Hoover Dam, now even out in the river, there's still bodies are starting to pop up.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to know is now that Hoover Dam, that was a feat unto itself to build. That bridge that's right behind it, who built that son of a gun?
Morrison Knudsen out of Boise, Idaho made it.
What's that?
Morrison Knudsen out of Boise, Idaho made it.
He did. Wow, because that is a heck of a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, my God, now the dam built in the 30s, that was an accomplishment. And I look up yonder and I said, who was it built that rascal? Because that was a hell of a bridge.
Designed here in Boise, and I don't know.
Pretty soon, if it gets in, we get no water. That'll wind up being a nice big barbecue pit. It dries up.
No kidding.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, just listen. Just keep to what I told you about the dude before. Keep it to yourself for now.
Yeah, it's
mum's the word.
It's very embarrassing for him.
I appreciate it.
Keep it to yourself.
Well, I wouldn't want to scar
This
him.
is no. Well, he already is.
Okay.
It's too late.
Save that information until I need something.
It's gone. He's gone. You're gone, dude. You whatever you're eating there. What are you eating? Oh, those chips, those charcoal things, is it?
Chips. Charcoal chip.
You having a piece of charcoal?
No, it's good.
You're chipping up
Right there,
charcoal?
cuz, see?
I see them, dude. Yeah.
He's
Oh, you
eating
should.
the charcoal chips with a little hint of garlic.
Nice.
Yeah.
You gonna lick a charcoal this week?
Nice.
That'll paprika or something in there.
That'll keep the vampires away.
And the Australian cousins.
Look at your setup there, dude. He's very sophisticated with the setup of yours.
Regular charcoal.
What's that?
Did that charcoal smell any different than the
Yes, it did.
charcoal while it was burning?
Man, it was like perfume for men. It was awesome. Smell was amazing.
But it just didn't carry the taste over, huh?
Correct. Yep,
That's
didn't quite
amazing
have
that it smelled like that and didn't impart itself onto the meat. That's
There you
amazing.
go, Patrick. There you go.
Did you
There's your
go
tip
out-
right there.
Dude,
What?
did you go out and buy exactly the same type of glasses that I've got?
Of course. The cheap ones from Walmart.
Why did you do that? You need
Because I
to
need
develop you need to stop copying me, dude.
I know. I'm just
honestly,
I'm just so enamored.
Look, they're exactly the same.
I know.
Imitation's a sincerest form of flattery.
I can't
That's
tell
true.
you all apart.
I know.
Only our mothers can do that. Only our mothers can tell us apart.
I mean,
And
it
even then,
doesn't
my
give us
mother
away.
struggles.
You better have another drink there, Grumpus. I think the accent would give us away.
Well,
What accent?
dude, your beard gets any longer, you're gonna be able to audition for ZZ Top.
I'm working on it. I play bass guitar. So.
Well, they need someone.
you give
the other
the
guys
Reverend-
no longer with us.
You give the Reverend Billy a run for his money.
I'm thinking about it. Leaving all you losers behind.
Dusty.
Hey, dude. Hey, dude, let's put a band together.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Patrick and the Pirates.
It'll be the slackest band of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're not losers, we're slackers.
That's true. Dang it.
There we go. We can start banging these.
I
There you go.
resent
Come on,
losers.
Thomas.
I
Come on.
Yeah. Hey, seriously, though, send me some licks. Send me some bass licks. We'll put something
Yeah.
together. We'll put together a theme song,
Do it.
a Friday night theme song.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With Patrick is our lead. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold Hold on.
Yeah, I'm the lead singer. I'm the vocalist.
More like lead screamer. Hold on.
No, I only scream when I watch your videos, dude. Look at his setup there. There's something there I don't recognise up the back. What is that up the back there? What's that thing up the? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, dude?
He don't have his headphones on.
Hopeless. What is that up the back, dude? On top of the whatever that is, the red thing in the back corner.
Oh, that thing. That is a.
What is that?
That is a gas grill, gas smoker.
No. There's a black thing on top of it. What's that? There's something on top of it.
Oh, it's a bug catcher.
For smoked
Bug
bugs.
catcher.
Yeah, when you want to smoke bugs, a little snack.
Yeah.
They don't catch them. It
Snacky.
doesn't really catch them. It fries them.
You see,
Oh well, pre-fried, delicious.
yeah, it's almost like pork rinds.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a pick.
Is he playing?
You ever had chocolate covered crickets? Well, these are fried crickets.
Mm-mm. They're smoked.
Smoked crickets. You're right.
Got them on top of the smoker.
That's true. That's true.
Smoked palmetto.
No thanks. No bugs for me.
Well, I had a friend. He was saying, man, he was swatting and he was saying, man, all these flies around here. I said, them Zuzu flies. He said, what the hell's a Zuzu fly? I said, them's the kind of flies that fly around a horse's butt. A couple of minutes later, he said, you calling me a horse's butt? And I said, no, I would never do that. But you can't fool them flies.
Horses for courses.
When the hell did this happen?
Come on, dude. This is pathetic.
Oh, you're holding the band back, man.
This is the worst concert I've ever been
This
to.
is this is what every rehearsal would be like. You'd be just frustrated. waiting for him.
What does this do?
Hey, and eventually he's gonna want more money. I know he's gonna. Want
I can
more money.
I can show you what you should do with it, dude.
Yeah. Hang it from a
Nothing,
rafter?
never mind. No, I was thinking of something else.
Oh,
No, never
Did it
mind.
involve sideways?
it won't fit up there.
Will it involve sideways?
We could start a band. Patrick can sing, and we could be almost like the Bee Gees.
Very close.
Oh.
Same but different.
Yeah, same but different.
And
Old
Grumpus,
trying to
Grumpus
stay
will be
alive.
You're going to have to be the manager, Grumpus.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll handle the money. Y'all don't worry about it.
Don't rip us off, Grumpus. Don't rip us off.
The rest of us will show up in our wheelchairs.
You're an optimist. You thought that'd be money. I love that. I love the positive attitude, Grumpus. I love that.
You gotta
We'll
have one
fire
on this
off.
group.
Unbelievable.
Well, I think it would be the easiest job in the world because there won't be much money to handle.
Yeah, exactly. It'll all be
Yeah.
Australian dollars, so it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah, worthless.
Hey, load up that bug catcher because we're going to be hungry.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Well, when the bugs come out, I'll hang it and turn it on a Friday night and let you guys listen to it.
The zapper.
Yeah.
Now, is that a new laptop computer there, dude, or is that an old
No,
one?
this is the one. I've had it for about a year now. It's my workstation. This is my work PC right here. This is the one I edit on, do my lives, etc.
Very high tech, dude. Very
I
high
know.
tech.
Mm-hmm.
You and Grumpus have got very impressive microphones.
I mean, look at those microphones. They're amazing.
They are incredible.
You guys have microphone envy? Is that what you're saying?
I
So-
my last
I
one.
definitely do. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Well, they are big. You know, see?
Whoa, look at
Oh,
his
my
is even bigger.
Patrick, we're slacking.
Well, what
Yep.
do you use, Mike? Do you have any? What do you have? Nothing. 'Cause I've got
Whatever's
one.
on
I
this
don't use
computer, whatever's on this MacBook.
Yeah.
Pro.
Yeah,
What are
so
you using,
we,
Patrick?
My videos are with an iPhone.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do too.
Well, that's me. Everything on the phone. Yep.
Are you on your phone right now, Patrick? Or
No, well, this is I'm using a mic, external mic for the, camera for the computer. It's just got the inbuilt mic in it. Very low tech compared to you people.
That's
oh
what
yeah,
I've got. That's what
You
I've
know.
got.
Yeah, I'm feeling very inadequate.
yeah, this costs $45 US, about 1,000 Aussie.
And if Grumpus handles the money, it'll be 1,200 Aussie.
Exactly.
At
The
least.
price of brisket went up, so we got to compromise.
Exactly.
Y'all got them expandable arms, like them mechanical arms on them.
Oh yeah, I can move
Yeah.
it all around.
Yep.
Amazing.
See, I can move mine all around too.
Well, don't go any lower, Mike. Don't go any lower.
I got on pants. They're short. They're pants.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't want to hear anybody saying, "So what you wearing?"
And I'm supporting my arena football team that I follow.
Who dat?
The Columbus Lions.
Well, I think I saw something about them the other day, believe it or not.
Yeah, they played Orlando Predators tonight.
And for whatever reason, I get their feed on my Google. When I'm looking at just stories and stuff, like,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell? The Who Lions?
Yeah, they're down in Columbus, Georgia, which is about 2 hours south of here, going toward Montgomery.
Gotcha.
And
That's not
they
football, though. That's Patrick. Australians play football. Australian rules football. Have you ever watched that?
Australian rules. Oh, I love Australian rules.
That stuff's brutal,
The
man.
guy in the little hat and the coat with his flag and
Yeah,
Oh, that, yeah.
that's
I don't think
football,
they
man.
play.
When
Yeah.
I first moved to Katy, Texas, U.S. home. Okay, it's a Friday night, and I'm sitting out back and I'm looking all around. They're building houses by us, and all of a sudden, I see this big glow of light. What the hell is that? Okay, and then you can hear like a roar, crowd clapping. What the hell? I told my wife, I'll be right back. I get in the car and I drive down. Well, I get to Katy High School. Okay.
Oh, Texas.
You
yeah.
want to see this friggin' stadium they had.
Mhm.
Friday night under the lights. Jam-packed. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
They take high school football serious down here.
Yes, they do. Boy,
yeah.
whew. Unbelievable.
It's that way in the whole South. Yeah, Texas, Georgia, high school football is the holy grail.
Yeah, it was amazing to me to see that.
If you think about some communities, that's all they got.
Yeah, because where I came from, New Jersey, where I come from, Saturday was the day. That's when high school football was played Saturday during the day, and that was it. And,
Texas Friday Night Lights, man.
and six people would show up to the game, and but down there, traffic jams, unbelievable.
Well, before they built Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where the Falcons play, they had the Georgia Dome, and that's where the Falcons played there, they held all the
Falcons. They're professional, right? Are they professional team?
Right. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
got it. You had a frog leg moment.
Yeah. I did. Oh well, you're just celebrating the fact that Tom Brady came out of retirement.
Not me.
But the high school, when they'd have the high school championships, they played in the Dome. Mm-hmm. And the first year that Mercedes-Benz was built, they played it in the Dome there too. And now they're playing them at Georgia State Stadium, where the Georgia State Panthers play, which is the old Turner Field where the Braves played, and they held the Olympics in that there. That's where they played in that big stadium for those high school championship games. And I'm telling you, it gets full. We have 8 different classifications of football, from Class A to Class 8A or something like that. And
we have 6 here.
Yeah,
Day
you
two,
got
grade 6. Yeah.
here in Gwinnett County, where I live, you've got some high schools have 5,000 students.
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna tell you a secret about high school football games. You can still buy alcohol there.
Really?
Oh, I got you, dude. That went right over your head. Come on, think about it. Where's your frog legs? I got you, dude. I got
Yeah.
you.
You've been frog-legged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
I get hammered.
Really? Really?
Really? Hey, you don't know nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to sell beer at the drive-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got busted one time, kind of.
Had
Somebody
it-
What
ran
else
me
did you
out.
I used to sneak.
What else did you
I
sell,
used to
dude?
sneak beer into the drive-in.
Yeah, I have a 70 Camaro I still do in my garage, and I put a hood lock on it, and then I pop the hood about that much, and then right behind the driver's light, I'd put a 12-pack back there, 2 12-packs back to back, and we'd sell $1 beer. Somebody come over and, pop the hood, grab a beer, there you go. Well, cops come by one evening, and they go, "Hey, I heard you're selling beer out of your car." "Nope, not me." "Yeah, I said it's under your hood. Pop your hood." "Okay." And it only opened about that far. He goes, "I need you to open up further." And I go, "Well, I don't have the keys on me. Sorry." "Let me see your keys." I handed him my keys, and he fiddled with them, and I never kept the key on the keychain. He goes, "Oh," and he flashed this light in there, and okay.
Yeah.
Off you go.
You're a criminal, dude.
I am.
See,
Yeah.
right? And I bet you bought it at the bottle shop.
I did,
Yeah.
yes. Or Smith's Food King, either or. We can have all-you-can-eat jerky at 2 a.m.
What else would you sell at the back of a car?
My body. I didn't get rich off of that one.
I bet you didn't. No.
Patrick got frog-legged. That was it. I remember I had a friend who had a Galaxy 500, and this thing was a boat.
Oh, that was a great car.
Yeah, and we would pack into the trunk of the trunk of the car. You put like 3 of us back in the trunk.
The boot.
Close it, go in. The good old days at the drive-ins, right?
I've never been to a drive-in.
We were watching Fletch Lives, and we just got done golfing, and it was the worst movie I'd ever seen at the drive-in. So we happened to have our golf clubs with us, so we just started shooting rocks at the screen. Whoever's golfing rocks at the screen, would you please knock it off?
No, Fletch
really
Lives wasn't horrible, but Fletch was really good.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Bend over. Hello, Mr. Over.
Yes.
What's your name? Bend over. Oh.
Oy, oy, oy.
Exactly.
Talk about getting frog leg.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. What's everybody cooking this week?
Ribs?
Pepperoni
And
chips.
Fajitas. Chips? You're making potato chips?
No, pepperoni chips, dude.
Pepperoni chips? Okay.
Don't you know what they are?
No. I thought maybe you're going to eat another whole bag of salt and vinegar chips.
No, never. No, Mike did you should watch it. He's done.
I have.
Well, then you know what I'm talking about. Don't pretend that you don't.
Well, I couldn't understand because of your accent.
Y'all don't have that cousin telepathy?
We don't.
Oh, boy.
Oh, damn.
No, that's a myth.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Po'
I
boy.
always,
Making po' boys. I like it.
yeah, po' boys. Yeah, that's a good choice. What sort of po' boy, Lance? There's 5,000 different versions. Seafood, prawn.
Yeah.
What is it? Shrimp.
Shrimp, oh boy.
Yeah.
You know what I want to try is I've never done it. Fried oysters. I want to do fried
delicious.
oyster.
Oh, they're awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Must try them.
I'm going to smoke some mussels and some clams and some oysters.
Hey, you know that didn't you the breading that you have that you've come up with, Tom, where you use the pork rinds and all with it?
Mhm.
I bet that worked good on some oysters.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what I'm trying? What I'm trying to get it down right is to make a batter.
Yeah.
Added the pork rind with the eggs, beat the eggs up in there a little bit.
Mhm.
Last couple times I did it, just didn't come out
Or
right.
like, make a great substitute for.
But
What
I'm
about
gonna-
How about whipping up some egg whites and using the egg whites in with it?
Yeah, you know, I never thought of that. I never thought of that either. Because you know, just with the breading makes it. You know, bread makes it thicker, no matter what.
Right. Right.
But I might try a little bit of egg white in there. Give it a
Maybe
shot.
with or add some beer to it and let
Yeah,
the
see,
foam action or the
beer that doesn't get past my hand. I'm gonna crack it. And
Exactly.
I can't do that.
Exactly. This cooking with beer stuff, I don't know. You're better off just drinking it.
Yeah. drink, cooking with beer, drink it, and tell lies. Yeah, this is how they.
Well, that twisted burger collab.
Yeah.
The one that I did where you had to use a local ingredient. I had a few people say, "Well, where's the local ingredient?" I said, "It's in the first 10 seconds. It's pouring a Melbourne bitter beer. That's the local ingredient, mate, and it's going in here."
As long as it was in the video, there was no specification. It had to be in the video.
No,
Exactly.
there was no rules. No rules.
That is 100%. All you had to use, a local ingredient. Didn't say what for.
In the video.
No.
Yeah. Good, that's good
No.
cat.
I wouldn't
I
waste that in
used
a
the
burger.
Vidalia onion.
The Vidalia.
What did he say?
I used
Vidalia
onion.
I did.
Got it.
Oh, we're going straight to hell for that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have a special place there called Slacker Section.
Front row seats.
Sorry, sir, they're
got
taken.
We got the Bob Euchre seats. We got
Have you ever watched Little Nicky?
yes.
Yeah, where Adolf Hitler keeps having to take that pineapple up his ass.
Yes. Yes.
Every time I think of hell, I always think of that scene. You're like, oh, not again.
Someone's ringing a bell. Oh, service. Room service.
Now, you know what's the most impressive thing about this? He's rang that bell and gotten refills like 5 times now, and he ain't gone to pee yet.
Oh, let me tell you something. My diaper's
Catheter
filled.
going on there?
Well,
Yeah. Hey, I had a catheter and I ain't doing that again. They'll have to shoot me.
Oh, don't even go there about catheters. Don't even go. Patrick last week. Talking about catheters.
I had prostate
was a
surgery
good
in
one.
February, and my God, they put a catheter in me for 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'd rather go to hell.
Mike, I had 18 tumors taken out and 8 surgeries, and every time I had to wear a catheter.
Oh my God, no.
Okay.
No.
Let me tell you something. I really value when I take a leak.
I tell my wife I want to do a short where I sing, and it's I can't pee, because my prostate's done quit on me. And she said, "No, you cannot do that video."
Well, that could be our band's first song.
Wait, hold on a minute. Do that again, Mike.
Yeah, get it.
Mike and the prostates.
I can't pee, because my prostate's done quit on me.
Beautiful. I can hear the.
be a hit.
What do we use, a banjo or something for this?
I
banjo in the
see
background?
hotel keys and panties getting thrown on stage.
Bedpans.
Yeah, bedpans.
Bedpans.
Now, see, now he had to mention pee. I'll be right back.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
I
Okay,
definitely
now
see
talk
about
bedpans being thrown on stage.
Yeah, the first album could be called The Gravy Train or something like
That's
that.
right. We ain't all blind by then. That's right.
Oh, this is. Hey, it must be getting dark where you are, dude.
It is. Yeah,
I can hardly see. You've never looked better.
I know. Thank you. Trying to go for that grumpus look. Going for that grumpus look. You know?
No, Grumpus has got the lighting down. He's
I
got it. He's
know.
an expert at that. You've still got a way to go.
Yeah,
You're pretty slack with the lighting, dude.
I know.
See,
It's
been
because I have
dark
to
here
work
for 3
tomorrow.
hours.
Oh, do you? Oh, poor you.
I know. I'll be thinking of you.
No, you won't.
Exactly.
Well, no offense, but I ain't gonna think of you. But no.
Once a month, whether I like it or not, I got to work. That's why I'm trying to make YouTube my job. So, oh, hey, Grumpus, by the way, I bought, what the hell did I buy? I went to your site first, and I clicked on Amazon link on your site, and then I bought a weed eater.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully you get a little, maybe you get 5 cents out of it.
Yeah. I won't buy a whole Coke all at once.
Buy it in
Better
installments. Get a Coke on the installment plan.
Wait for my next Amazon check to roll in. Well, I appreciate
Yeah.
Maybe you should have bought a dozen.
A dozen weed eaters for $142. Yeah.
Yeah.
To give them out as gift
About a dozen.
Christmas presents.
Well,
There
you
you
could
go.
send one to me. You could send one to me,
Yeah, good.
along with a koozie.
Grubhub will bring it. Uber Eats will bring it. They'll bring stuff that ain't edible now.
Yeah.
By the way, the mail is back to normal now.
Is it?
I just found out. You know how I know this? Because Jill from Yester Kitchen emailed me because this book.
Yeah.
We're in this book. When this all came up, I said, look, just before you send it, email me because I'm hearing that it's because people have had packages sent back to them and stuff. Because people send me packages all the time, gentlemen, all the time.
I send them once a week, and they always come back.
Except for you, dude. You've never sent me anything except the DoorDash for 50 cents. You sent me.
Whatever. I sent you some stickers once.
No, you
Took
sent me
a
that
month to
food.
get there. Sent
What
you
did you
food
get?
twice.
That truckload of food cost you about 10 cents
Whatever. It
What
cost me like
what
$22.
all food did he send you? What
with
food did he
the
send you?
exchange rate.
So the mail's on now.
The mail's on, so Jill checked, and apparently they told her, "Yep, you can send it." So
So Mike, I DoorDashed him. He was sick, so I DoorDashed him some fish and chips, and then
right.
he turned around and DoorDashed me. I turned around and DoorDashed him, and then
it cost me about $2,000.
out Australian.
And when you're doing the thing, it doesn't tell you that until you get the thing in your bank statement.
I get this
I don't.
knock
You
on my
didn't even-
door at
And
7
not to say
a.m.
not to say what the DoorDash guy did to your
7
fish
a.m. and it
on the
was
way
supper.
there.
I get this knock on my door at 7 a.m. and I'm like, what the hell? So I had to get dressed, And here's-
Oh no!
it-
Now, why didn't you
here's
go to
a
the door in
lady-
your drawers and you're scratching your butt?
I know. I could have went on in my birthday suit, but I think the DoorDash person wanted to see that. So I get to the
After
door
what he
and
did
I
to your
said,
stuff in the DoorDash stuff, don't worry about it.
yeah. I go,
I hope
can
you
I help you? She goes, yeah, here's your order. And I thought, I didn't order anything. She goes, was there a Patrick here? And I go, oh, shit, it's my cousin in Australia. Thank you. And it was good. It was a sandwich. So I was like, I'm right home.
I hope you didn't trip on the bedpan when you were getting up.
I tripped over 2 of them. That's what I use for shoes.
Ooh. Yeah. That's
In college, talking about doing that. When I'm going to the door, we played hall hockey. Where
Okay.
we took wadded up a piece of tinfoil and used brooms, and we had goals at each end of the hall, and you'd fire it down the hall, and it was about 3:00 in the morning, and Lady Jane, that was the dorm mother, she heard all that commotion going on at 3:00 in the morning, and she came up, and when I saw her coming, I darted into my room, and I quickly got down to my skivvies, and I come out of my room, and I'm acting bleary-eyed and scratching my backside, and I said, "What's going on?" She said, don't worry about it, Mike. I got this handled. You go on back to bed. And they're looking at me like, you asshole.
Nice. Good man right there.
Yep.
So,
Next day they're saying, "Oh, we're all in trouble, and you skated, and it was your whole idea to play that night."
Fun.
I said, "It ain't my fault. Y'all didn't duck into your room."
Well, hey guys, I got to get up at 6 to work. So
Yeah.
I'll send you breakfast, dude.
Please do. You'll still be awake. You'll be Schindler's.
Mm. Oh yeah, I'll send
You'll
you something.
definitely be Schindler's by then. Yeah, exactly.
I'll probably end up sending you a weed. What is it? A weed killer or weed catcher or whatever? What is it?
Weed eater.
A weed eater. I'll send you one of those.
Yeah, I'm going to give them out as door gifts. For our 2,000 subscriber, I'm going to give out weed eaters.
There you go. Have a giveaway.
Yeah, weed eater giveaway.
Yeah. Either that or a bug catcher.
Yeah. And Tom will win it because he's got that big yard.
And don't use olive.
Well, you got to marinate them in something.
I heard it's really good. Actually, it's a battery operated one, so it's just battery.
And if you use the right herbs, they'll never know the difference between the herbs and the bugs.
That's true. Maybe I'll use some of that Kingsford charcoal stuff
It's
supposed to be really good.
Garlic.
Delicious.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna hit the hay. So
yeah, I am too. I'll be up. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning, regardless. And it's not that I don't set an alarm. It's just the way it is.
Well, I peed once since we're on this. I peed once since we're on this. That means I'll be up all night tonight.
Oh,
in and out.
Yeah. Well, don't forget. No, it's Sunday. Lee's live Sunday.
You'll get those frequent peer miles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Half asleep, walk into the door jam.
That's it.
Try to be quiet. Son of a bitch! Especially when I broke my toes. When I broke my 2 toes a couple of weeks ago, I got up in the middle of the night, and you know damn well what I did. Oh, you son of a bitch!
See, I can see in the dark. I don't turn on a light to go in there in the bathroom at night, in the middle of the night. I can see just fine. And Paige, she'll take her phone with her, and she's using the flashlight on the phone to get back to the bed. And she said, "How do you go in and out and get back in the bed and never run into anything? I don't get it."
If there's an obstacle, I hit it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, that'd be me too. All right, guys. We'll talk.
Naughty nights.
Nighty night,
guys.
Night, mate.
Naughty night. Good night.
Good seeing y'all. You have a good week.
Bye.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Stay slack.
Always.